afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good afternoon. Welcome on in. I apologize for starting later today. Oh, I might need to lower my music volume a bit by night. Oops. Sorry, professional. There you go. Grubby, good morning. And go, yep. I mean, I'd vote to Poundland to get all the sweets because it's cheaper there and you can get Milka. And Purple, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. And Sunny, good afternoon. And Kim, good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome on in. Let me switch screens because I'm just talking into the void, aren't I? Hello. Welcome on in, everyone. I apologize for starting later today. For those who aren't in the Discord, we had a little bit of a catastrophe with the Boobtober online stuff yesterday. So I spent from about 1 p.m. until 2 a.m. running tech support and fixing it. Luckily, it didn't affect anybody who wasn't a member of staff. So nobody else got caught up in it. And the person who noticed it was a member of staff. So it was like, I don't have to worry about most of the people who took part being caught up in it. But I won't go into detail. But the solution ended up being a very stupid. Tech support stuff is all dumb. I don't understand. But we fixed it, and that's all that really matters. Diana, good morning. I hope you're doing well, and thank you. This is from Redbubble ages ago. I don't know if the seller still stocks it because I bought it like 8 years ago, but it was the first thing I think I ever bought off Redbubble. Was I saw this and I was like, I must have it. So I have it because yeah, I was still in uni when I bought this. It's very comfy though. It's like a nice slouch. I need some beans and fromage on toast. BRB, get some heckin' beans and fromage on toast. Excuse me. Yeah, so I've been up for a while. I had a little bit of a lion. The thing is, my body's so used to waking up at the same time every day. Even if I say that I'm gonna have a lion, I still get up at the same time. I just lie in bed for a bit longer, but it's like, I went to bed, normally I go to bed like, I'm a really early to bed person, but like 10, 11, I normally go to bed, like not any later than that. And then I wake up at about 7 a.m. It's sometimes earlier, just depending, but yeah, around 7 a.m. is a pretty good time where I normally wake up. Last night, I went to bed at 2 a.m. and I still got up at 7. Nothing changes, I don't understand. Oh dear. You have a lion? I do. I don't show it on stream though, because I don't want anyone to take my lion. You're secretly an old person too, yeah. It's like, I like the idea of staying up late into the night and like watching streams, but I get really tired. I get really, really tired. And so I normally stop watching streams at about 10, just so that I'm not staring at a screen right before going to bed. And then, yeah, I do that. Keep my age out of chat, that's banned. You're not allowed to discuss ages in chat, wow. And it's definitely not because you said I was 90 something. No, how dare you? No ages in chat, keep that out of there. You started a veto? Oh, did you? Let's have a look-see. So I might be in Boobtober. Let me just switch back. Oh, hell yeah, that's a bit different. What are you going to do for talking? Or are you not going to have mouth movement? How are you going to handle that one? What are you going to do with that? It looks very cool though. Hell yeah. Oh dear. The front visor is going to move up and down. Got you. So you can see still that there's mouth movement. Nice. Hell yeah. That's really cool. Oh, did you have a deadline in mind, or is it just when it's finished, it's finished? So I'm just like looking at my desk. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. And I probably am. I wouldn't be surprised. Nah, it's just whenever. Fair enough. Hell yeah. Was there anything? Oh, you know what I do need to announce? I got a bit excited. And I made all of our emotes Boobtober themed a couple days early. Sorry, I got a bit excited. We were talking about emotes in the Boobtober Discord yesterday. So I have my emotes all recolored into pink for breast cancer awareness, because breast cancer awareness is the little pink ribbon. But we also have a couple of special ones as well, so people can spread the Boobtober cheer across October if they want to. So everything, I should get all of these. I think these are all of the altered ones. There you go. I did this last year, I did it the year before as well. We do it again. It's for 1 month, for 1 month only. Everything is pink and breast cancer themed. For 1 month. Hell yeah. Oh dear, I'm struggling to figure out how to slice him up and what compartments to add. Ooh. And how to do shine that doesn't look static. I've done shine a few times. So you can actually rig, Sonne, in Live 2D, there's a breathing parameter. If you rig the shine to the breathing parameter, it will pulse, and that can make it look more. Oh my god! Welcome on in, heck fun! How was your stream? What did you get up to? Sorry, I was deep in VTuber rigging talk. My bad. Sorry. Welcome on in. How was your stream and what did you get up to? Ditchy and cheerful and herb and cozy and Lilith Lana and Not. Welcome on in. I hope you're all doing well. Also, B, welcome on in. Thank you so much for bearing with me yesterday. We actually offline raided you. So I had lost my internet connection, and people were just waiting to see what had happened, and so I was like, I don't think it's coming back. Let me raid into B, because I know B's a nice safe place for all of you guys to go. And so I apologize, because I literally raided and I just wasn't there, and it's because, yeah, I had to offline raid. So it was just a blank screen raiding you with all the people that had been there. Oh dear. Also Herbert and Cheerful, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome on in. Jelly, Comfy, how was your stream? I hope that it was good. And thank you so much for the follows. Also, no issues at all. No, thank you so much for looking after everyone. I'm sure they had a lovely time with you. Yeah, yesterday we had a bit of a palaver because we are actually just out of it now. Like, it's been going for like the last 24 hours. We had like the first big storm of the season here in the UK, and since we are on West Coast, it hit us pretty hard. We had really high winds, and I had my internet and was pigging in and out a lot. Luckily, it never fully, well, it dropped for like a couple minutes, but it would never drop for longer than that. But obviously for streaming, even dropping for a couple minutes or like a couple seconds will cut you off. So I was just like coming in and out of stream yesterday. You're sewing your cardigan? Oh my god, congratulations. Quick, speedy. I feel like when we were talking about this last, you were like, oh yeah, I'm just starting it, you know, getting all the stuff done. You've done all of that. This is how far I've got with mine. I've just unhooked it this far on the first piece. How are you so speedy? What the heck? I've done like nothing. Let me just get that back through there. Get back in there. I don't want to frog that. It was fine. I literally, this is all I have done. How? How'd you have the speed? Can you give it to me? Can I inherit some of your speed, please? I apologize in advance. I'm not in the best mood. I lost. Oh no, you're fine. Listen, you just need to lurk and you need to vibe. You're fine. We're doing comfy stuff today anyway. Oh dear, it was lovely. We played Fae Farm. Oh, you played Fae Farm? I've been seeing adverts for that. They've been my newest round of adverts, and it's very heckin' cute looking. Not as a heckin' crafty. They are. How are they doing this? Oh dear. Honestly. Oh dear. I mean, technically I've been working on it since October, but I have renewed interest in the last few weeks. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure we started similar times and I've done this much. No, not even that, like this much. And then you've made a whole cardigan. How? Please, give me some of that speed. I need it. Also, sorry, I should say, first of all, Comfy, if you need to go look after yourself post-stream, if you need to go eat something or sleep or anything like that, please do, as much as you're very, very welcome here always. If you need to go do stuff, you go do your stuff. To anyone who's sticking around, hello, hi, my name is Jelly. I do have a few things to announce off the bat, and you have popped in right at the beginning of my stream, so you get some announcements. Oh, Diana, I'm really sorry. Would you mind not doing that? The reason is that could be quite triggering for anyone else who's also grieving. So I appreciate the thought, but just, yeah, if it's okay, please don't do that, because while it might help you, it might actively hurt someone else, okay? And if any mods are here and see that, would they mind just... No, it's a bit too triggering. Dear. Oh dear. I have decided I'm probably not going to make the hood because it's already super heavy. Honestly, that's a smart decision. And also, if it's already very warm and stuff, you might, you know, just wear a hat with it. Make it a hat if you have any spare wool. Everyone loves a hat. Who doesn't love a hat? Oh dear. Hell yeah. So yeah, sorry, I was gonna say before I got a bit distracted there. We are having some announcements. We have some stuff going on. A few of you may already know, but we have Boobtober coming up. It starts on the Sunday this week, so in just a few days. We are doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So Boobtober is basically boobs in October, and that's because October is already Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is our 3rd year running it now on Twitch. It's a huge event that I love. I put a lot of passion into it every single year. I absolutely love it, and this year is easily going to be the biggest year that we've got yet, so that's really, really cool. I'm very, very heckin' excited about that. And we've just turned all of the emotes that we have for this channel, all of them have just gone pink. Now, I normally do this on the 1st of October, but if I'm being completely honest, we were talking about emotes in the Discord yesterday and I got a little bit excited, and so I did them all a day early. So now we have a lot of pink and Boobtober themed emotes. And it just means that if you happen to be subbed, I think that some of them are follower emotes as well, you should be able to share them around, share some of the breast cancer awareness if you want to. I'm sure a lot of people have spooky emotes, but how many people have breast cancer themed emotes for a whole month? It turns out quite a few streamers this year, so we have lots to spread around, just to spread some hype. Obviously, breast cancer is a very heavy topic. It is not an easy one for a lot of people to talk about, so doing little things like having little emotes and stuff like that, it just makes it a little bit more lighthearted. And at the end of the day, I do want the fundraising to be fun for everyone, and it is all for a really, really good cause. That starts on Sunday. I am not taking part for the first 2 weeks. I'll be helping out and assisting other people on their streams, but my fundraiser doesn't start until the 12th. During that time where I am not running my own fundraiser, we'll be linking to other people's fundraisers. So if anyone hasn't hit their goals, we'll link to them. So if anyone wants to donate in those first couple of weeks via my channel, I'll actually be linking you to other streamers that are taking part. And the same thing will happen after the raid train, because that is the main event that I'm running. So that's where most of my specific Boobtober streams are. If any streamers are still looking to reach their goals, we'll link to them afterwards, and we'll try and do a different streamer every day, just so that, you know, we can spread around as much love as possible. And it also gets you guys to maybe meet some streamers that we wouldn't normally meet. Personally, this is the first year that I've met so many new streamers, because we've had a lot of people inviting their own communities, and so streamers from communities that I normally wouldn't meet because of the time zones and stuff like that. It's really, really good. It's been really, really good, and I'm very, very happy. We did have a bit of a massive tech issue yesterday that is now fixed, thankfully. Everything is now going much smoother. So I apologize that I start late today and I'm probably a little bit tireder than usual, because I was actually fixing that for, oh god, if I started at 1 p.m. and I finished at 2 a.m, 13 hours. I did 13 hours of tech support work. Weirdly, I didn't wake up with a migraine this morning. It's one of the only only days this week that I haven't woken up with one. So I don't know what 13 hours of tech support has done, but it gave me a good brain this morning, apparently. Also, thank you for the big peepee. You're right, big peepee, very big peepee. But yeah, so we got lots of good stuff happening with that. A very busy day for you. Yeah, it's why we're starting late. I did say it was because I'd like give myself a line, but in honesty, like whenever, like my body says you wake up at 7 a.m. So that's it. I wake up at 7 a.m. I don't have a choice. That's when I wake up. You might have stolen it. You're welcome to give it back. Send it via post. I don't have a PO box yet, but when I do, just pop it in there. We can save it for the future. I hope you feel better soon though. Dear fun. Razor, is there a way you like to run fun? Because I did that one year. And I can assure you it was anything but fun. But fun. I'm very tired. Sorry, what were you saying? Is anything like a fun run? Oh, fun run that you did one year. Yeah, so the first fundraiser I ever did was actually a sponsored run. And then, yeah, I've done quite a few sets, but I was very, very young when I did my first fundraiser. And my first fundraiser was actually for sharks, because I love sharks, and I still love sharks. Nothing has changed. I love sharks. I just now have more, you know, freedom to do what I want. Oh, dear. Wholesome peas and jelly. I'm also very wholesome. Did you know I run a charity event every year? And doesn't that make me 100% wholesome, actually? Also, Cthulhu, good morning. I hope things are going all right for you with all of the house stuff. I hope it's going good. And things are progressing, maybe. Oh, dear. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta get fresh, gotta go downstairs. That is quite literally my every morning at the moment is. Well, to be fair though, it's better than it was, because back in July and August, I was getting up at 5 a.m. every single day, hungry and like craving meat, like bacon or like a burger, like stuff that you don't eat at 5 a.m. I don't know what was happening. I had like a whole month and a half, I want to say, of waking up at 5 a.m. craving meat. I don't know. It's gone now, thankfully. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was the weather, but whatever it was, it's gone now, thankfully. Getting a PO box, I can never get a PO box. It'd just be full of piss within a week. Oh dear. Studio is finished and we're moving furniture in. Yes! I'm so glad. Hell yes. Are you gonna... I don't know how private you're keeping it, because obviously keep yourself safe and all of that. And also, Ledman, thank you for the Xmush. Welcome on in as well. I hope you're doing well. Are you planning to take any pictures, or are you going to keep it a bit more? Because I get it, if you need to keep it private for safety's sake, completely understand. But if you do have any little secrety insidey pictures, I'd love to see. Time for the Aussie gal to head for bed. Oh, bless you. Get some good sleeps. Get some good showers. Maybe a midnight snack. Sounds good. You've an awesome cosplay that will hopefully arrive soon. Oh, I hope that it all fits good and you really love it. Is it for an event in particular? Or is it just for taking good pictures? Because both is good. I hopefully will be able to pop into... Oh no, you're fine. It was lovely to meet you. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Take care of yourself. I totally get it. Again, normally I start about 4 hours ago. So my normal stream time, I'm 4 hours later than usual today. I normally stream at a slightly more comfy time for Australians. But it's just because of everything. I'm in the correct channel. Oh my god. I love it. I'm stealing it. I'm going to take this. It's so cool. Oh my god. I'll put a heart in empty. That's so good. It was a wild old internet being a 13-year-old for a song. It was, yeah, it was berating it. It was weird. Like everyone, God, they hated that. Oh dear. I need to read one. No, you're good. Take care. Yes, for Bootober. I'm very excited to see what you do. I'm excited to see what everyone does. I'm like hearing all these cool things that are going down and I can't wait to see it. I love it. There are so many streamers as well, which honestly fair, like this is not a dig, but like there are streamers where like they talk about it, it's like, but I'm not telling you, Jelly, it's a secret. And it's like, I'm the event organizer. But it means I'll find out, I guess. I trust them. I trust you guys. You'll do something cool, I'm sure. Oh dear. Pixin Live. Oh, I'm there. I'm seeing it. Hell yeah. Get some sleep. You smell. I didn't say you smell. I would never. Personally, stream at a very comfy time for this. Oh, bless you not. I appreciate it. Yeah, when I first started streaming, because I'd be honest, I've actually gone earlier in my start times. It's because I'm a morning person, really. I just prefer morning. But yeah, because I've started going earlier, I've met more and more Australians. We built an IKEA table in the drawers today. It looks so good. I love it. I think it's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm already excited. Also, sorry, for any of Comfy's people that are coming today. So you joined as I was just like doing some updates. We're making an embroidery today. So I've already made one Final Fantasy IX embroidery and today we're going to make a second one. So they're just little, they end up quite small, but they start off like quite big in the hoop. So it will shrink down when we scale it down so it's more like this. But yeah, I do little embroideries. They're just like little freehand stitching kind of stuff. It's fun. I enjoy them. They're very relaxing. That's what we'll be doing today because I didn't want to do anything big brain. I don't have big brain today. I often don't have big brain these days. All of my brain power goes to 2 AM when I'm doing tech support. Oh dear. I'll probably wear it for the Halloween contest at work. It'll likely be my main con. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Very, very hacking cool. Oh dear, it's Garnet. It is Garnet. Oh dear. It is going to be Garnet from the first time you really see her. So with the big white mage's coat on. But I've emphasized it a bit. I do have a bit of a style that I like doing, and I'm getting more used to translating that into embroideries. So yes, we're doing Garnet. I do eventually want to do the full team, but we work for it one by one. I'm happy to take it one at a time. Like when maybe like we've had like a hard day or something, it'd be like, you know what? I'll make another Final Fantasy embroidery because I love Final Fantasy IX. Oh, did you know? Sorry, I'm going to shout this out right now because I actually really enjoy their streams and I think it's really, really cool what they're doing. There's actually, do you guys remember Twitch Plays Pokemon? You remember that event? So right now, on a channel called, oh my god, they're still playing cards, on a channel called Pete Swanson, who does Final Fantasy speedruns, they are actually doing Twitch Plays Final Fantasy IX. And like, they're actually getting pretty good. I think they're having an issue where they're challenging people to cards a lot, and I don't know if they've got stuck. Because yeah, I think they might have gotten stuck. But it's still a really cool idea, and it was working really, really well. So they're doing like an event. Let me do like a little shout out. There you go. They're doing like an event, and when they're asleep, they're doing Twitch Plays Final Fantasy IX, and it's so funny because at least with Twitch Plays Pokemon, you don't have like so much of a range of movement, and everything's kind of like square and boxy. Not Final Fantasy IX, and the encounter rate is insane. Like you will be doing encounters like this, And yeah, so at the moment they've got stuck. Actually, if you go over now, you'll see them, they've all got stuck. There's like 100 people there like, help. But yeah, they're playing Twitch plays Final Fantasy IX. If you like Final Fantasy IX, you'll probably really enjoy Pete's content. Pete is aiming for the new world record pace. They did a new PB the other day, but they're a little bit off little bit off world record, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did hit it soon. So if you have an interest in speedruns or Final Fantasy IX, check them out. Are you going to play Pokemon Scarlet Violet? I have played Pokemon Scarlet Violet in my own time, actually. I started it on stream, but then that was around the time when I had bronchitis, so then I had to take like 3 weeks off. But I kept playing it, so like I have my whole team of Snoms. I actually have over 100 Snoms still in my boxes, I think, which I do need to do something with at some point. But yeah, I need to finish the story. I'm aware I have story to finish, but I've just really enjoyed collecting Snoms and collecting all the Pokemon. I think collecting the Pokemon is just my favorite bit, is finding all of them. Like, obviously it'd be nice because catching the higher level ones when you haven't got all the gyms yet. I mean, it's better now because I have got a few of the gyms, but like initially was like, I went straight for trying to catch everything and forgot that you need to, high level Pokemon won't listen to you and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's that you can't catch them though. I think it's just that they don't listen. But yes. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to get the DLC yet though, because I technically haven't finished the main story. Like I had all the stuff with the creator to do, which is meant to be really cool. So I think I'll see if I finish the main story first, because I would like to get Bellsprout, but I'm also like, it's a lot of money for it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to switch to top down, by the way. I could trade you a Bellsprout. I mean, that might be the option. That might be the option we take. I can trade you. Do you want a shiny Mareep? I have 4. Oh god, I have a lot of, because I've just been catching everything over and over again, I've got a lot of shinies. I have 4 pink sheep. Actually no, I have 3 pink sheep because I gave one of them away. I traded them for the other starters. Why do you have 4? I don't know. But I literally, they all just pinged up and I was like, well, I guess I'll catch 4 shiny Mareep then. Cool. I don't know. They're happily good morning. I hope you're doing well. I am going to be making it. We're going to do some outlining first. I don't know again how long I'll be going for today. Hopefully for a while, because I do find this sort of thing really relaxing. It's just I'm 99% sure that right now I'm like in a state of overtiredness. So I feel really, really awake. But at some point, it's going to smack me around the head and be like, Jelly, you're tired. And I'm going to be like, so I'm just gonna wait until that eventually happens. Morning, it's the afternoon. It's always the morning. Good morning. Can't say because oh, you're having bad internet now? Ours was yesterday. Ours was awful yesterday. Like, it only probably started sorting itself out to being more consistent at like, probably just before your stream actually. Where it was like, I could be online. Oh no, I think it was probably around 6. So maybe a couple hours before your stream. Yeah. It was awful. Awful. I don't know. It was just up and down, up and down. Also, what the heck is that? What is that? What have you done? Why is my thread happening like that? I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh dear. No, that was not words. What did I say? Oh god. What have I said? Somebody tell me what I said. You're in the office? Oh, I hope that it's going well. I hope that it's fun. I guess you get to see people though, which might be nice. Working with other people. England, UK, ugh. Ah dear, the British or the American one? Or The Office? Oh yeah, because that is... No, I haven't seen either of them. It's a mess of letters. It's a mess of letters. Hell yeah. It's okay, I understood what you meant. I think, right? I think I responded to you correctly. Based on, I don't know, maybe you meant to say something completely different. Maybe that weren't either the beginnings of the words you wanted. I'm so lost of what's happened to this thread. I'm gonna just cut it here and save my losses because, like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell was all of that, huh? Yeah, weird. It feels weird as well. I don't know. What did I do to that thread? I guess it's fine. That's fine. Whatever. The good one. It's fine. Jelly's still learning English. It's true. Every day I get closer and closer. I honestly think though, and Robert, you've been here for a while. You can confirm or deny. I think it's got worse. I think my English has actually devolved since starting streaming. I don't think it's evolved. I think it's gotten worse. I could be wrong. But I think my English has actually gotten worse since I started streaming. Not better. Maybe if I practiced another language, that would get better if I just practiced it every day. But yeah, the English at least, not so much. Alright. Can we thread a needle today? We can. Okay. I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. Nice. So if you've not been at one of these embroideries before, the first thing I normally do is do some form of outline. I then fill in a lot of the spaces, redo the outline, and then add like lighting and details and stuff like that. I'm really getting into doing like over-the-top details, so details that overlap the main lines, and I like that, so I probably will do some of that as well because I like how it looks. And the background is actually black Sharpie, and then I've coloured some areas with just regular coloured pencils. Ah, dear. Are you learning Welsh? I have been learning Welsh. I have been learning Welsh via a mixture of Duolingo and then going to the people in my life that are fluent in Welsh, repeating what I've learned in Duolingo, and then being told, nah, no one says that. Like, cool. I am in a very fortunate position, though, of knowing a lot of people and regularly having people around the house that speak Welsh fluently and frequently. So if I do have questions, there are people I can ask who are, like, helping me out a lot. I'm still struggling an awful lot with some of the pronunciation. There are some groups of letters together that I just find very hard to say. And what I get a lot of is like, they say they can understand what I'm saying, but it just doesn't sound quite right. And yeah, it's one of those things. But again, having like a group of people that can help you, especially when it comes to pronunciation, has been very, very, very helpful. So I am quite lucky, to be honest. I do remember semi-profound conversations when I joined. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Like, I think it's gotten worse. Gonna learn, get some coffee. You're fine. I hope that the weekend hopefully has better things in store for you, and you are able to have some time to yourself and all that kind of good stuff. The great classic owl app. Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple times where people have actually submitted, like, through my phone, they've submitted complaints about the lessons because they are actually wrong. There was a really good one where they had submitted the correct answer and they refused to say that it was right, and so they were actually teaching you a wrong word. So it's like not even small things, like some of it's just wrong. And it's like, great. But what's quite funny is if you think that's the case, if you're not sure, you can go to the page where you see all of the other complaints submitted, right? And you can see a ton of Welsh people being like, what the hell is this? What do you mean? I did this just for fun, and now I'm getting so frustrated because I'm realizing that literally everything on this goddamn OWL app is wrong, and it's not teaching you the important things to actually learn Welsh. It's setting you up for failure, and it's like, oh, okay. I'm sure they're right, but I don't know enough Welsh to say anything. I just repeat the things to the builders and to the family and to Shiny, and they tell me what. What? Oh dear. Oh dear. Did you get to just a quote? I didn't get it in Welsh. Oh, did you see that, Shifty? The official Duolingo Twitter spoiled the most recent chapter of the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, and it's so funny. Like, I will be honest, I had already seen it spoiled elsewhere, so it wasn't the first time I'd seen it, but it was like, what? Oh my god. Duolingo does it informal. It doesn't just do it informal, it also incorrectly, I can't remember the word that they've been saying a lot, conjugates. It basically incorrectly does stuff, so it goes to the extent of like, because there is some stuff that you just can't do in formal Welsh, and so it's like mixing it up to the fact where it's like, this doesn't actually make any sense anymore, and so like they're like, that's just not a word, that you don't say that, it's not even that it's formal, it's just wrong. It's like, oh my god. I feel like with most Duolingo, you know, you can kind of like, you know, there are going to be things that aren't perfect, but you can at least get by. The Welsh one, if I didn't have people correcting me constantly, it would become a real problem. Ah, dear. And like, I do think that's pretty the other thing is, if you've ever learned another language on Duolingo and then you go to Welsh, the exercises they have are there's nothing. There's really no exercises. Like, comparatively to say, if you go from Spanish to Welsh, it's a completely different ballgame. I do think they're honestly dropping the ball with that, because I imagine like a lot of people in Welsh, especially like there's a lot of Welsh people that want to learn Welsh. They didn't learn it when they were younger, or they didn't learn it very well when they were younger, and so they're getting older and they want to learn it. And I feel like there's a really missed opportunity there to actually have a good Duolingo site for the language. I don't know, call me crazy. I feel like they're missing an opportunity there. Oh dear. Oh, I should just get Shiny to redo it. Oh dear. You what, bruv? Said in Welsh. So, why are you taking me out to lunch dinner? True, your mum's house. Oh, nice. You want to poison? Oh, wow, I'm gonna tell your mum that you said that. How dare you? Oh dear. Afternoon, Gambumbaling. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. Ah dear. Isn't it harder to learn a language when you're older? Your brain works differently. You won't, maybe, if you've never tried to learn a second language before, is it maybe, I think there's a few reasons though. It is easier to learn when you're a bit younger because you take in information much quicker. But there's a few other factors as well. When you're older, you have a job, you have responsibilities. You don't have 3 hours twice a week to be learning a language, you know? So I think it's like a mixture of different things where it's like you don't have the time. Yes, your brain works differently when you're older, but I don't think that's the only reason. I think a lot of it has to do with like responsibility, time, not having access to the same level, because when you're in school, you'll likely have someone who is fluent in it teaching you, who can correct you. If you're using the Duolingo Owl app, who's going to correct you if you're saying something wrong? Like, or if especially if like the app itself is wrong, probably no one. So yeah, I think it's a mixture of things. If I had to say, I think there's a few reasons it's harder as an adult, but I think there's a few reasons it's harder to learn anything as an adult. It's not just languages. And I've learnt plenty of stuff as an adult, and you put the effort and the time into it and you will learn. But having the effort and the time is the difficult bit. Dear. I think, because I have heard people say things like, oh, I'm an adult, I'm not going to bother to learn another language. It's like, if you're saying stuff like that, then you never really had an interest in learning another language in the first place. Because you can put the effort in as an adult, you can make it your hobby, you can make it the thing that takes up your time. Obviously, yes, work will always probably be a priority, as it should be, for like earning money and all that kind of stuff. But I think a lot of the time people use that as an excuse to not try it. When, yeah, again, it's hard. But then a lot of the things that are worth having are hard. Ah, dear. Your brain thinks more logically rather than emotionally when you're older. I want a refund on adult. Yeah, me too. Let me refund my adult life. Oh, dear. Oh, thank you for the luck. I hope work goes well. I also hope that the weather doesn't turn too much for you, so you can get home dry and not damp and windy. Do you think they'd have people that actually speak or teach the language to be involved? Yeah, I think the way that Shiny described it, and also a couple of other of the builders described it, is that it seems like it's written by someone whose first language is not Welsh. So it's not that the Welsh is necessarily always incorrect, but it's like, it's the Welsh that you learn in school. It's not Welsh like people speaking Welsh. So it's a bit... Again, it feels like a missed opportunity by a Duolingo there. And I'd like to see them add something better, but we'll see. Did Mick the Owl gay during Pride Month? Maybe. I've seen a lot of fan art between Hootie from the Owl House and the Owl from Duolingo, so like I wouldn't be surprised. I think I'm gonna learn French by osmosis. My kid is learning and we're going for it with her, and now I'm more knowledgeable about the days of the week. Oh yeah, I mean that's honestly not a bad idea. Like if you know someone who's learning, just doing that with them. Why not? Why not? Just, yeah, pick it up via osmosis. Sounds like a really good idea, honestly. Oh dear. I've always been very fortunate with learning languages, to be honest. When I was learning Spanish, I was around Spanish speakers, so people could correct me. And then when I've been learning Welsh, I've been around Welsh speakers, so people can correct me. Why is no one correcting my English, though? Like, yeah, you correct me in Spanish, but what about correcting me in English? I feel like we kind of need to sort this out at the root. But it is what it is. I guess you can only have so much. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Oh dear. Decidui would demolish... Who's Decidui? Wait, I don't know if I know Decidui. But sure, I'm sure you're right. That's what you said. That's probably true. Hell yeah, not an agreement. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, starting to see the outline taking shape a little bit. Again, it will get quite distorted once we start filling it in, because it always does, but we can go back and emphasize it later, so it's not really a problem. What, you didn't know that's my favorite? Oh, it's a Pokemon! Wait, I need to look up Decidueye because I actually don't know what Pokemon this is. I'm sorry, let me have a little look. Let me have a little look, see who's Decidueye. Oh, is that the one from Sun and Moon? Right. I think that's the one from Sun and Moon. And also Arceus. Was it? No. It wasn't Arceus, was it? No, just Sun and Moon. Ah, dear. Andrew, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Sheeves. It's because we all crap at speaking English. Yeah, it's like I need someone to come in and just whiz in and be like, no, Jelly, that's not how you pronounce that. It's Regen, not Regan. Sorry, my bad. It's easy to forget. This is Arceus too. Like, oh yeah, that's what happened, wasn't it? I was like, I'm sure it was in Arceus, but then I'm like, maybe not. But no, it's just a different version, isn't it? The old version. Who wants to learn English? 'Tis a silly language. It is a silly language, but I would like to learn more of it. I used to quite enjoy English when I was in school. Like, it wasn't my favorite subject. I think it's because I had a good teacher. So even though I wasn't super interested in English, I didn't mind the lessons, and so it made me a little bit more interested in it because the teacher was cool. The teacher we had, she used to work at a special ed school, and so she used to speak like near purely in sign language. And so what she used to do was to keep the class, I guess, engaged, was when we were learning stuff, she'd teach us in sign language at the same time. So if it was like something that would be relatively easy to learn, not everything, but like there were times where she would sign along for like when we were going through scripts and stuff like that. And then if a student asked, she'd teach us that. So yeah, it was really cool. Honestly, it kept me really engaged because while I didn't have a whole lot of interest in literature, I was kind of curious about sign language. It was fun. I liked them. And it got me interested in English a little bit when nothing else did. Ah, dear. Life is peachy. Heck, and I'm glad. I still don't know. There's two plurals of octopus. This is, people get so riled up about this one where I have had people correct me on this, and I'm like, you can either say octopi or octopuses, and both are technically correct. So it's whichever one you prefer. The problem is when you leave it up to the public's preference, people just fight about it constantly. It's like, no, octopi, octopus, both are correct. If you try to correct people on it, you are your butt. Correct me on something that I'm actually getting wrong. As an American, I'm not sure I could correct your English because they wouldn't always be sure. Yeah, true. There'd probably be some accent things, and also like, I think like, you know, there's slang and stuff like that that we use that you probably don't use in America, and vice versa. Always wanted to learn BSL. Yeah, she was fluent in BSL. I believe I think she had like several deaf siblings. So she'd learned it from a very, very young age. And then when she decided to be a teacher, she kind of went between teaching at a school which had a lot of deaf kids, but then also just like standard schools. Is that a word of the day in English and in Welsh? For Boobtober, it'll just be Bronnau every single day. The word of the day is, surprisingly enough, guys, it's Bronnau. Crazy. How did that happen? George, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear, I hope you had fun with the rest of your stream, because I know I came in a bit late for your stream yesterday, but I hope you had a good time with it. I hope it was fun. The Aladdin-based words doesn't need an I ending. Pie. Do like Americans say horror instead of horror? Horror. Oh dear. How do you spell it? Bronnau. It's like, actually, I've forgotten how to spell it. Oh, let me back in again. What? Okay, put him back. I thought it was like Bronnau. Is it Bronnau? No. I'll do translate and I'll say it doesn't look like Bronnau, I don't think. As with many things, it will not look like what you're expecting. Bronnau. Yeah, get ready for this. Bronnau. I wonder how Google says it.
Bronnau.
Bronnau. Yeah, pretty similar to me. Yeah, there it is. Bronnau. My name is George? Yeah, oh my god, who's George? What's my name? Oh, it's George! Absolutely killed me when I saw that clip. Oh, I have to make a clip of that because it's just too good. Watching George forget their name in the middle of stream. Like, who am I? Oh, I'm George. Bronai? Brown eye? No, bro-nai. Bronai. And I've been told that it's better to roll the R, which is why I'm doing it. So, bronai. When we first started Boobtober, we had the slogan of Dwi'n hoffi pob math o bronau, which was I like all types of boobs. Which is true, because I couldn't work out how to say I love non-binary boobs, because I knew how to say I like woman boobs, man boobs, but then I wasn't sure how to say non-binary and trans in Welsh. So I was like, we'll just say all kinds of boobs, and that's easier. That covers the gaps that I don't know the words for yet. Maybe next year we'll have like what I've actually been saying, because what I say every year is we like women boobs, we like man boobs, we like non-binary and trans boobs. All boobs are good, and all boobs can get breast cancer. Like, that's kind of what I go through every single year. I say that a lot. And so I wanted to get that in Welsh, but like, yeah, we just weren't sure about trans and non-binary and how you'd say it, about whether you just say transgender. So it's like, I don't know if the Welsh have the words for those yet. We'll hold off. I might be missing it. So for now, it's just Dwi'n hoffi pob math o bronau. It's just easier and it covers the bases. Soon though, soon. Next year maybe. Doing well, thanks. You chill in the morning out the hell yeah. You didn't know there was different kinds of sign language. There is, yeah, for different countries. Ah dear. Nice. Is that boobs? It's technically breasts, because the only other equivalent I had like an in-depth discussion about this when we decided what we were going to say, but the only other one that would be similar would be titu, which would also mean technically like birds. So it's like it's not really used so much. So bronai is probably better for what we want, where it's like more solidly, definitely that's a boob, you know? Titu would be something you could hear in reference to tits, but like it could also refer to birds. Kind of the same as tits in English, to be honest, but like it more regularly refers to birds and less regularly refers to actual boobs. Ah dear. That's when someone sits in your face. That's been a day to forget your name. Yeah, there's a really... I could try and find the clip, but I don't want to embarrass George, who's just popped in. But there was a beautiful moment in Undertale when George was playing on stream yesterday, where they're like, yeah, I've forgotten my name. Oh, it's George! It's like, yeah. It's just very funny. All tits are valid. Exactly, that's kind of what I've been trying to get, is like, what do we like? We like everything. Yeah. So I've been trying to find like a way of saying that in Welsh. I have spoken, like, rather than obviously going through Google Translate and Duolingo, that was an interesting conversation, but I did speak to actual Welsh people when coming up to that phrase, because it was like, I want to make sure that this is what I want to say. This was a couple years ago at this point. So yeah, I spoke to people about it. We came to a consensus as this was probably the best way in Welsh of saying what I wanted to say. So yeah. We also like boobs that aren't there anymore. People that choose not to undergo reconstruction. Exactly. We like all boobs. But then I would argue, Lee, or Cedar, that those are still, if the person identifies as a woman, those are still woman boobs. And if the person identifies as a man, those are still man boobs. Because boobs are not defined by their mass. So I would still personally say that's still a woman boob right there. It's different, but it's still a woman boob. It's just a different woman boob. Maybe a different woman boob than it was yesterday. Ah dear. It's fine. George is a himbo. There is an energy there where I can't fully deny that. But yes, so confusing. Boobs do get pretty confusing. They're pretty in-depth. Ah dear. What is a boob? Boob mass. Yeah, boob mass. Oh. That'll be the next Boobtober, is it Christmas? Boobmas. Oh dear. I've been told that I'm a boob. Yeah, I mean, that's like you're a stupid. You're a boob. Oh my god, such a boob. I can't believe it. You're being such a boob right now. Learning about boobs is a handful. You're not wrong. A boobmas. A boobmas. Yes. Boobmas. Boobs Christmas. Nah, I can't do boobmas because I always do streaming for Starlight at Christmas, so I'm afraid Christmas is for the kids and October's for the tits, and yeah, that's what we have. Sorry everyone. My schedule is pretty packed between those two. Blurb, Taki, good morning. I hope you're going well. We're doing a little embroidery today because my brain is gloop. Also, good morning, Vile. Sorry, I didn't say it, but good morning. How are you? My brain is gloop this morning, but I am alive. I'm alive with my gloopy brain, so it could be worse, honestly. It could be worse. I will say I didn't really get a lion because I just woke up the same time I always wake up, which is just how my body works at this point, I think. Dear. Didn't Megan from Drake and Josh call her brother's boobs? Yeah, it's like, you're a boob. It means you're an idiot. Like, it just means you're being stupid. You're a boob. It's not like, it's like a nicer way of saying idiot, I guess. You know, idiot's quite a strong word. Boob is like a pretty soft word. So if you were like calling someone a boob, it's because they're being a dummy. Wouldn't you call man boobs moobs? I personally do not. I do not normally call them moobs. I just refer to woman boob, man boob, trans non-binary boob. Yes, but you could refer to man boobs as moobs. But I do just spelling it all out, if that makes sense. I also think moobs gives a particular idea of like there being a lot of excess like fat there and stuff like that. Like, because a lot of people say that only bigger men have boobs, and it's like, technically that's definitely not true. So staying away from that stereotype, moobs, I feel falls into it a little bit, so I just say man boobs. Because man boobs is just a chest. You like a chest? I could say chest, but boobs is a more fun word than chest. And you will not change my mind on that. So, yes. Oh dear. Did you rest your brain at least? Sorta. My brain is like kind of always a firing. Sorta. I got a good few hours sleep. So, and that did help. I am a little sleepy this morning, but like I'm okay. And the fact that the problem is fixed, I will say massive thanks to Vile. Actually stuck with me till 2 a.m. basically when I finished it. So Vile kept me company. Bateman offered to help fill in some other people's stuff and like refresh some other people's stuff. So although a lot of like I'll be honest, not in this particular case, the staff couldn't help that much because everything was like to my personal accounts. So like unless you were added in there, you couldn't really see what was going on. But they still stuck around and helped out. Unpredictable sent me a cookie recipe so I could make myself cookies afterwards. So even though they couldn't physically do as much, they were still a huge help, and you kept me motivated. You mean you can stop having Halloween just because it's not Halloween season? You don't have to ever stop. You could make your whole house Halloween 24/7. I'm good, you know, that was some schedule I have where I just wake up super early for no reason. True, yeah. Yup. Chesticles, tubes, yeah. It's like there's different things you call it. Chesticles I do quite like, to be honest. A man with big perky hair chesticles, hell yeah. Dick pics. Not in our Discord. That's a private thing. Keep that out of our Discord. We can't have that. It's not fair, because if men get to show their topless bodies, then women should be able to. But then suddenly it's an NS of the... No. So it's either all or nothing in my mind, so I've decided nothing. And we're a craft. Craft and tits. Oh, dear. I hiccuped. Oh, shoot. My bad. Oh, dear. Testicles is a great way to explain hairy boobs. Hell yeah. Oh dear. I like, you know, they have a lot of good names. Isn't there like a whole song about the names of boobs because so many names? Non-stop Halloween all the time. Yeah, I know some people that live in non-stop Halloween all the time. They have very aesthetically pleasing houses. It couldn't be me. I don't have that level of organization, but like, yeah, I've seen it and it looks really good. Like, honestly, I think it looks pretty sick. I just can't commit. Nothing in this stream is safe for work. What are you talking about? We're super safe for work. We do charity. We're like wholesome charity fundraising beans. What are you talking about? All I've talked about today so far is like charity. What do you mean? Why are you saying that it's not wholesome? What the heck? We're the most wholesome. Stay for the weekends? Maybe not the weekend. Goths. Yeah. Quote, welcome to my dungeon. We are sewing. Yeah, see? Wholesome. Because we're sewing, which is a nice wholesome activity to do. You know, yeah, a dungeon might be an unusual place to sew, but does being unusual mean that it's not wholesome? I don't think so. Charities can be wholesome and not safe for work. I will emphasize that my one is very safe for work. Like, we talk about boobs a lot, but I think that kind of is a lot of the problem is like, you know, if people only ever talk about boobs in a sexual way, then information about breast cancer and like, you know, spreading awareness and all that kind of gets lost. So it's important to talk about boobs as just another part of the body also, and making sure that you look after it and that you're doing good things and you're taking yourself to the doctor if you're concerned. Ah, dear. There we go. Kind of an important bit was getting the eyes in there because yeah, goofy eyes. Do I want to fill them in black? I kind of do. I'm gonna fill the eyes in black. I wasn't gonna, but now that I've thought about it, I have decided I will, just because there's not really a whole lot of space there, and I do think it'd just be easier to manage if the pupils are black. I can always add sparkle to them later anyway. Ah dear, because I'm granted is I have a fabrication dungeon, and that sounds pretty cool. Ah dear, Jelly, I grew my pumpkin. You did? Oh my god, I love. Okay, growing pumpkins was always one of my favorite favorite vegetables to grow as a kid. What did you name them? Did you take pictures as they grew? Because I always did. I don't know if you did, but I did. Also, Anime, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We are just doing some chill embroidery work so that my brain can have a little bit of a rest today. Sounds like a lot of work, but nice. Hell yeah, it is a lot of work, but it's one of those things where it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I've got our intent preparing a file for VT bringing us. Yeah, it's a lot of layers. You can pack so many layers into that thing. Oh dear. Big great art piece. Peering into a dungeon with a group of people sitting around tables sewing. Yeah. Oh dear. That would be pretty good. I like the idea of that as well. We make that a thing. Can we have a sewing dungeon? Oh dear. Pumpkins go on the Discord. Yeah, pumpkins can go on the Discord. Just not naked chests, you know? Pumpkins, yes. Naked chests. Sorry, I listen, if things were different, sure, but nah. It's not worth it. Oh dear. Little bored at school, homework. Oh, homework's not happening. Oh, you have days like that. I think everyone has days like that. Have you taken a break and gotten some food? Fed your brain a little bit? Growing jalapenos. I've been able to use a few of them to make. Oh, nice. That's also hecking cool. It's nice that you can use them in your cooking as well. Ah dear. Just planted the seed and leaving it alone. Also, technically, a bird planted the seed. I thought it was a courgette. Aww. Did you get the really nice big yellow flowers? Because I always love the flowers of pumpkins. You don't talk about pumpkin flowers, but they're beautiful and they're big as well. Big yellowy flowers is what we always used to get. It's lovely. Ah dear. This would be. I'd hope not. I'd hope not. Oh dear, I'm gonna add some sewing. Oh nice, a sewing mage. Hell yeah. Also Hawk, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're doing a little embroidery today of It Will Be Garnet from Final Fantasy IX. I don't know if this will be the only one I do with Garnet because I might want to do like the normal outfit version, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh dear. We'll get there. We'll make that decision. And before someone uploads a picture of the treasure chest. No! Get rid of it. That's not allowed. If I wear pastes in my nipply bits, is that... No! No! No. No. It's just because you can never guarantee... Like, okay. I'll be honest. I just don't think it's... I feel... It's like other people feel safe posting stuff like that. But I'm just like, no place is safe on the internet. Look after yourself. And I don't want it in my one just in case. So I just don't know. Like, I can try my best to make it like... not a place that would get hacked or anything like that, but I have fear. Oh, I started like, oh, okay. Big yellow flowers, that is the same. Oh, it's also the same. Okay. Oops, my bad, I didn't know they were the same. I'm doing all right, got a stank response to a raid. Really? What? Oh, I'm curious. Spill the tea. Don't tell me what streamer it is. Because, like, I don't want to start drama in this channel, but you can spill what happened at least, even if you're not naming the streamer. Oh dear, I'm curious. We don't like that. Stinky. Also, Matrix, good morning. I hope you're doing good. Or pick in the Discord. I've just got boobs on my other screen. Let me just... Oh my god, he's a big boy. Yeah, look at him. Oh, well done. Very well done. That's a good pumpkin right there. I was raided by someone... I raided to someone playing Street Fighter, and I was told by someone in the chat a raid of one is narcissistic. But it was by the chat, not by the streamer. They had 9k viewers. Yeah, there's probably just... Whenever you have more followers, unfortunately, the likelihood of somebody with bad intentions sneaking in is just higher. If it wasn't the streamer and if it was one of the followers, I can own... Or, like, one of the people in there, I can assume it was just, like, a bad egg looking to cause drama. Especially in big streams, you do get a lot of that. I don't want to say that's anything on you. And obviously it's not true. That isn't the case. I don't think most level-headed people... The only thing that can happen... It was just a random in chat. Yeah, exactly. It's like a... I doubt that the streamer feels the same. But, yeah, one thing that can be the case, and I know some larger streamers are very hesitant to shout out raids of one, is because technically you can go into your own Twitch channel as someone who doesn't even stream a lot of the time, and you can do /raid and raid yourself into a stream, so it's like you weren't even live before. And I know a lot of people have had that happen from people who aren't live, who are just looking for like the shout out from the bigger streamer. So like there may be that could be the reason, but at the end of the day, if you've actually come in as a raid, that is very easy to verify. You can just click the name of the raider, see if they had just been live, because it will say like live 2 minutes ago or something, right? And if it says live 2 minutes ago, then yes, they were live. They did raid into you. It's a real person. It's not just somebody, you know, posting it for trying to get some followers and stuff. Yeah, it's a little different. Oh dear. The streamer didn't react, but some people did mock it. I'm sorry that happened. Oh dear. Again, people, I'm gonna say anyone who's mocking someone for raiding with one person has never streamed. There's no way. Because if you've ever streamed, you know how difficult it is to grow on a platform like Twitch, and you don't mock people for trying. And that's the other thing. Anyone who mocks someone for trying and for giving something a go, I think it says a lot more about you than it says about the person you're talking about, like legitimately. So yeah, they're probably just very sad people. Oh, bigger person. Oh dear. Not you. Yeah. I was live, but it was just for an hour. I mean, yeah, but you were still live. It wasn't like you did it from not being live at all. Or if they don't want a small raid, they can change their settings. That's the other thing. Yeah, you can change your settings to restrict them. 100%. So like if you don't want, which again, I know some raiders, some streamers do specifically because of people doing offline raids and stuff like that. So yeah, like I'm not trying to diss. Sometimes big streamers don't like the smaller raids because they can't verify if it's from a real person, yada yada yada. I get it. But I think for 99% of the time it's fine. I didn't end stream, so I would just re-raid into someone I knew for a fact was going to appreciate it. Oh, good on you. What a happy coincidence. So there's like a bit in there that I'm like, should I just quickly fix that now? I would just need like a light cream. Hell yeah. I'm glad that you managed to find someone who was chill. Oh dear. If anyone in my chat said that they'd get banned, it'd be so rude of them. Yeah, a bit more difficult when there's 9,000 people in chat trying to find one person. Because like I'm the same, like if somebody said that in my chat, yeah, they'd get banned, but a lot of the time it's a little more difficult to moderate thousands. Oh dear. So yeah. Oh dear. The thing is, Twitch in a big catch-22, you can't grow your channel if nobody knows your stream, but when most streamers hate self-promotion, which there are valid reasons of because trolls, and yeah, basically it makes it difficult. I think, though, okay, can I counter-argument you really quickly here with the self-promotion thing? Twitch really, in reality, is a personality-based platform. Unless you're specifically, like, streaming, getting really, really, really good at a game, 99% of the time, a lot of it has to do with, yeah, people finding you in the first place, but also your personality. If you are going and self-promoting only and using other streamers just for self-promo, I think it says a lot about you as a streamer, and I do think generally a lot of viewers will pick up on that. So I think self-promotion, even if it's allowed, is not always good for the streamer. yeah. To be honest, I think a lot of the time it can come off to an audience as a bad thing, unless specifically prompted for it or unless the streamer is already shouting them out. Which means, again, this is just my opinion, often the best way of growing on Twitch, well, other than the standards, which is have a schedule and stream 100 hours a day, is to just be a chill person and go to streams that you enjoy and not streams that you think will get you big raids or big follows and stuff like that. And if you can do that, I think that's probably the best. Joe, good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Talking a little bit about stream stuff. Again, there are times where self-promotion is encouraged, but I think it's like one of those things. It's very, very, you have to pick it up. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult room to read, and I think a lot of people, I would struggle with it. I very purposefully refuse to self-promote when I go into other streams, even if prompted, because I struggle with that. Like, I don't always know how to read the room the best. And so rather than even try and self-promote most of the time, even if it's been asked of me by the streamer, I still do not do it. And I think there's nothing wrong with doing it if somebody asks you, but I know that I struggle to read the room. And so it's like, I'm not going to put myself in that position. Absolutely not. Dear, people still have to somehow know you stream. How do they know if you never say anything? So there's a few ways people will know if you never said anything. One, sometimes streamers will ask. There have been plenty of times where I've asked people, oh, wait, do you stream? Because like you're playing a game I'm interested in. Are you planning on streaming it? So talking about the interest with the streamer, going into a stream and just being like, I stream is probably not it. And the other way, actually, you know what? Can I give you an example right now? If I go into my dashboard, which I do nearly every single day, it will tell me people that are in my channel a lot. Sorry guys, you're getting called out by my dashboard. And it'll be like, oh yeah, so-and-so's in your channel an awful lot. So-and-so's been reaching out to you a lot. So-and-so shares a lot of viewers with you. Did you know that this person streams? And I'm not going to say the name of the person, but I've just been recommended someone who I didn't know streamed, who spends a lot of time on this channel, and it might make sense for me to go follow them and see what they're doing. So Twitch does actually prompt you. If someone spends a lot of time on the channel and they do stream, it'll be like, hey, did you know so-and-so streamed? That's how I found out that Ledman streamed, because Twitch let me know, and I was like, I'd figured that Ledman had streamed, but like, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, and then Twitch let me know, and then Ledman raided me, and it was like, oh yeah, I remember. So there are ways. Ah, dear Queen, welcome on in. Great ways to finish your community. Whoops, didn't finish the sentence. Dear, I avoid TikTok. That's surprised by it. Oh yeah, I'm also not big into TikTok. You're being watched. Also, as I did earlier, mention in your chat something related to happening in your stream. Yeah, like there are ways that you can talk about being a streamer without going in and just like, I stream, by the way, I'm going live in 5 minutes, which is what a lot of self-promotion is. Wait, I stream? No, I don't think you do stream, Val. Sorry. I'm like pretty sure that you do not stream. I could be wrong, but like, I don't know that I've ever seen Val mod stream, so like, I'm gonna assume they do not stream. I'm not sure about the face on this one, but we'll keep going. They might be a little too sassy. Same way, I don't like self-promo and I don't tell people when I stream. Yeah, Val mods would be weird. I think as well, okay, are you looking to grow your own community? Because if you are, people will find, like, you have to trust that people will eventually find you. And I know that's not like a fun thing to hear, is like, but like growing out of raids and shout outs, most of the time when I shout someone out, nobody follows. No, literally. It's only very like specific situations where someone will actually follow through and like actually follow the person. So shout out, this is a difficult subject to talk about because it comes off as really shitty a lot of the time. And like, I don't mean this as an attack on anyone who does a lot of shout outs. It's really, really sweet and it's a lovely way of like shouting out people that streams you really enjoy. But shout outs don't really get you a lot of followers. When you get shouted out in another community, the likelihood of someone else is coming over and seeing you is like, probably not. Sometimes it happens, but probably not. So even if you go and self-promote and the streamer decides to shout you out, I can pretty much guarantee no one's going to follow you from it anyway. Better ways. raiding, because you can talk about your stream immediately without it sounding self-promotion-y, because the 99% of the time when somebody raids me, it'll be like, oh my god, nice to see you, what were you up to today? I can see you were doing so and so, what were you doing? And then you go into the chat and you tell people what they were doing. If it's somebody that I already know, which we do get a lot of raids, like from Comfy, for instance. I know Comfy already. I know a lot of you guys know Comfy. We share a lot of audience. It's a lot easier because I already know what they do. So when I shout them out, I can tell you what they're doing without even having to ask. But I will still ask because I'm still curious. But I don't need to. And so you get to know people like that. Raiding, in my opinion, is a much better way of meeting people than just asking for shout outs in places. Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh dear. Yep. Doing nothing in the stream is safe for work. Oh, damn it. I never told people I stream except with statements like that. Yeah, you have to be smart about these things. It sucks that it is so... Again, it's a few bad apples ruining the bunch for a lot of the time, because most of the time when people want to talk about their stream, it's because there's something they're excited about. I do think reading the stream is important, and I do think a lot of new streamers especially get a bit excited and maybe... I mean, have you ever been in a stream before where someone's come in and is just very excitedly talking about their own stream? It's clearly not intended as self-promotion, they're just really excited, but they've kind of overtaken the entire conversation that you were having before. So maybe we were talking about different types of corn, and then they've come in and they want to talk specifically about that one thing that's just again and again and again and again. And it's not intentional self-promotion, they're just excited. And I think sometimes that can leave a bad taste in people's mouths. And there have been times where I have actually reached out to people and been like, hey, I know you mean well, but when you spam chat that much and only talk about your own stream, I don't think people in my community are going to appreciate it. As a streamer, it's a bit frustrating as well. And I don't imagine this is going to actually do you any good as far as growing. So maybe chill it out a little bit, because genuinely, if you go into streams doing that, people will get pissed. And it's like, if you're pissing off a streamer, their community probably isn't gonna like you, unless you're in this community, in which case my community probably love it. Disciples, welcome on in. Oh my god, talk about my stream. Are you streaming again? Oh no, because I've been seeing your art on Twitter. X, sorry, not Twitter. I think that's why some people do the automatic random playback. That way everyone get a feel for their stream. Another maybe controversial opinion, I refuse to raid people that do that. Sorry, that sounds really harsh, but like, give me a second, I'll explain myself. I absolutely hate it when I go into a stream and someone plays a clip of my channel. It makes me feel very like caged animal at a zoo. It gives me a hell of a lot of anxiety. If I know someone does that, I will not raid them. And it's nothing personal against them, and it's nothing personal against their channel. But I just... Yeah. Your mother is gorgeous. Cypress is an artist. They're an artiste. So of course, they have very, very good emotes. Because they're an artiste. Somebody, sorry, I have like 10-second video that someone did where you can replay someone's random clip and it makes no sense. See, I think that's a good option. It's like having it as a redeem where the person can be like, yeah, go on then. Play a random clip. I think when it happens automatically without any choice, and also, and this has maybe been more of a me issue over the years, but I have had people take malicious clips of my channel, which is not something that gets talked about a huge amount, especially in the crafting community. We had it happen earlier this year, and I don't necessarily think they were all on purpose. I think some people wanted to know what happened. Well, no, not earlier this year. Well, no, earlier this year and also last year as well. So we had two really hard days on stream. One where I lost a very, very close member of my family and I found out live on stream, which is a worst case scenario. You never want to have that happen to you. 3 people clipped it. Which meant if I had raided into your stream afterwards and it had automatically played a clip of my channel before that I had found that, it would have played a clip of me reacting to one of the worst days of my life as I enter your channel. And again, I don't think a lot of people think of stuff like that, where it's like, not everyone on Twitch is a nice person. Back in February, I had a bit of a meltdown on stream. Like, not a dramatic, angry one, but I had to hide my camera because I could not stop crying. And it was really, really hard. I'd been really sick for like 2 months and my health had just completely declined. I'd had a really bad week and I got onto stream and I just couldn't handle it. I shouldn't have gone live. I should have taken some time off at that point, but I tried to, and I went live And 15 minutes in, I think I just broke down and I just couldn't stop crying. And I obviously hid my screen really quickly. I muted myself and people clipped it. People clipped that one and shared it on other websites. But no, people clipped that one. And again, if I had raided into you and you had that, it might have shown that clip of me breaking down live on stream. And like, I think this is why when I say I refuse to raid people that have those clips, I don't know what clips people have made of me that day. I don't know what clips people might have hidden, because I had thousands of clips on my channel. Going through all of them is a pain in the ass. I don't know what clips might be hiding in there. So if I go into your channel and it immediately plays a clip of my I will blacklist, I will not raid. Not that I won't hang out in your stream, not that I won't promote your stream, not that I won't think you're an amazing streamer, but I will not raid, specifically because I don't want that anxiety of not knowing if what gets played is a horrible clip of me. Yeah, that's why. Sorry, it sounds really savage when you're just like, I won't raid you ever. But I think when you explain it, it makes a lot of sense of like, there are not always good people on Twitch, and not even some of the people that made the clip weren't bad people. But there's a thing on Twitch where if you click to make a Twitch clip, but then you delete it, you decide not to publish it, it still publishes it. It just doesn't title it and it doesn't name it. So it will still technically count as a clip. If you've ever clicked the clip button by accident, it's made a clip. Even if you've never confirmed it, even if you've never saved it, it's still made it. And we did also have a few community members who, again, they didn't mean any harm, but they wanted to see why I was so upset, and they all made clips. Obviously, I have deleted them from my end, so, you know, those you will not find those clips. If it was you by accident, don't worry about it. I have deleted them. I don't like the eyes. I might go back and fix those. But yeah, I have gone back and deleted them. They don't exist anymore. There are some people where I'm like, I don't think there was anything, like they weren't being malicious, they weren't being bad people, but like it's a thing a lot of people don't know about. So yeah, there was that. So I ended up with quite a few clips from both of those times. And yeah, with the first one, because obviously I immediately had to go back to my family and we had to sort out what was happening next. I didn't know those clips existed for weeks. And then I came back after the funeral, after things had passed and we'd got through it, and I found all of these clips of people reacting to it. Well, not probably actually reacted to it, probably most of them not even intending to make clips. But once again, if I had gone live and raided into someone with that, there's a fair likelihood it would have played one of my recent clips, and I just, yeah, nah. It's not so, again, if any of you, or if you meet a streamer that has that, I'm not saying that they have bad intentions with it. I think that it can be a really lovely tool for a lot of people, but there are people like me out there who would prefer not to have it, and there's normally a good reason. Sorry if you lost. Don't worry, it was a year ago. It's okay, it's happened. And thank you for the horns. Hey, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear. I had meant someone had clipped the vid and then raided someone that had rando clip played on. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. The same way about the clips. Yeah, it's really dumb. I found out about that recently. Yeah, the amount of times I've accidentally caught the clip button. Yeah, and it's like, it's not on purpose, but now you've made a clip. I think I've done that before, so might have been me. It wasn't you. I don't believe you were actually there, if memory serves. It's a day that is semi-burned into my memory. I think it's a worst case scenario for something happening live on stream for sure. And there's not really much you can do. It is what it is. If it's pulled from the features clips, then it wouldn't be a problem, but if it's a random out there clip, yeah, exactly. It's the other reason I made my featured clips. I was like, because I don't want people to find random clips of me where I'm just sad. Because there were really good reasons for it, but like without the context, I just look like a sad bean. It is rude. So I sent my condolences to you. It hit close to home for me why I not started streaming myself, because I lost my mum not too long ago. Yeah, it is hard, and like, it's always hard coming back to streaming after like a big event like that, but when you come back to streaming and also find like 10 clips of the moment where you found out, it's like... I don't know about that one. I don't know. I can laugh about it now because it happened long enough ago. And also, I know 99% of people didn't mean anything bad by it. So it's not like where I'm like, I can't believe my community did this to me. Like, no. It was an accident, and it happens. But, yes. Ah, dear. It is a something. I guess you can make a version that would show a random portion of highlights or something that the stream would be more in control of. There are, but I'll be honest, I don't think most streamers raid. Like, when I raid into someone that I really love, like, for instance, yesterday, had a rough end of the stream because we lost internet connection. It was very spotty. I raided into B because I know that you guys will have a fun time with B. And I know B is a very sweet person, and even if I can't go and talk immediately, B will handle it. They're a very professional streamer. And I also kind of trust my community to let them know what's going on if I'm not responding to them. So yeah, we're in a good position, and I don't expect B to suddenly play like my highlights reel or anything like that. As long as if I raid into a streamer, as long as they look after the community that I've left there, that's all I could honestly ask for. And I think most streamers feel the same with that. It's like, we're not looking for extravagant shout outs and stuff like that. We just want to show appreciation and send love to another streamer that we like, who we know will take a good care of our community while we go. Yeah. Oh dear, quick question for a friend. Will you be doing all the Final Fantasy? Yes. I'm going to be doing all of them, but I might redo a few of them. Like, I'm not feeling particularly good about this Garnet, so I might have this Garnet as a one-off and do another Garnet at some point. Yeah, so the idea is I will eventually have a set of all of them, but I can't guarantee which ones will be in the set because I don't feel as confident about this as I did about the VV. So while I think it'll be fine, I don't think it's going to suit the rest of them. So this might just be a one-off Garnet piece, and then we'll have more. Yes, 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 yes. Some clips out there are questionable. True. B's a professional streamer. It's a refreshing change. B is a very sweet bean, and I knew when I raided B that I could leave you guys with B and you'd all have, like, you'd be safe, have a nice time, be very welcomed and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I like to raid B when, especially on days where I have to pop off, because I know that it's going to be fine. Wait, there's ghosts now? Yeah, we have all of our Boobtober emotes. I dropped them a little earlier. Can you see Vivi? Yeah. Here's the little boy. Here's the little baby boy. I'm really pleased with how Vivi turned out, to be honest. I think they look really, really good. So yeah, I want everything to be of at least this quality, so I am thinking this one might be a little different, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I'll still finish it. Like, I'm not going to waste the threads, but I am not so sold. But maybe when we fill it in, I will be more sold. One thing I'm thinking of, I think it's the eyes that are really bothering me. Is it because she doesn't have eyebrows? Oh, I think I might have worked it out. I think it might be the lack of eyebrows. Okay, I may have solved. I will sneak up and give her eyebrows and see if that fix. Oh no, I should probably wait, because the eyebrows would probably be like there and there, wouldn't they? Oh, it's the eyebrows. It's 100% she hasn't got eyebrows. I'll fix that later. I might have to save certain amount for a certain character then. Oh, you. We'll get there. We'll get there. Ah, dear. You cannot leave them with me. I gave them all. I think that, like, honestly, most people in this community, I think, would they be fine with. Like, there have been very few times where I've raided someone and then regretted raiding them. I'll put it like that. There's been once or twice. There have been times where I've raided people and the first thing they said is, you know, you haven't come round in a while, like, you know, not in maybe the nicest way, like, kind of figured I wouldn't see you again sort of thing. Sort of passive aggressive of why haven't you turned up more often? And that's about as bad as I've had, which is like, it's not that bad. It's manageable. I probably won't raid you again if you said that to me, but like, I'm also not gonna be angry or upset about it. Oh, dear. Oh, hey, a duck. It is me, the duck. Oddballs, good morning. Of course, it's the eyebrows. Sneaky eyebrows. Yeah, you don't put eyebrows on a character and they look wild. Like, she looks so mad, and I'm like, why does she look so angry? Because she didn't look angry in the test, and then I've realised it's because she hasn't got eyebrows and her eyes are pointed down. Oh, good luck, because teacups with banana pancakes. Honestly, a worthy cause. I hope the banana pancakes are good. Vivi is also one of my favourites. I am a big fan. Look, I could put Vivi in there. There you go. We'll have Vivi in the corner. He there. Chillin'. Oh, dear. Oddball's got some time this morning. Don't have to be on site for another hour. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, dear. I hope you're all doing good. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's nice. It's because I'm on later, I guess. I get to see some of you guys I don't see as often. I hope you're all doing good. Bring back pancakes. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Bring back for the rest of us. True. Very important. They're always delicious. Hell yeah. Everyone calls me Duck outside of crafting. Oh, really? Oh, because your name used to be Duck. I get you. I thought, because you get what's up, Duck? Do people call, where you guys live, do people call each other duck? Because here people can call each other duck. Like, duck is like something that like an old lady would call you. Like, oh, duck, you know? If an old lady would call you duck. Okay, duck, yeah. It's kind of like butt, but like the old lady equivalent. Like, old men call you butt, old ladies call you duck. Oh dear. Raiding is usually a very one-sided thing. Oh, sorry. There's a question on who actually benefits from the raid. I feel like more often the person with the smaller community. It depends. Because like, sometimes I raid a lot of smaller communities because I raid a lot of the people that I meet here. You know, if I've talked to you for a while and I know that you're a chill bean, it's like, yeah, I'd probably like to send people towards you. But I think I also get something back from raiding into those streamers in that, like, it's just, you know, maybe it's not because they're small streamers though. I think it is probably just because they're good streamers more than they're small streamers. But like, what I get back from it, I guess, is like feeling like I've left my community in a place where I can go lurk without having to worry. Because, you know, when you've done a long stream, or if you're tired, or if you need to go eat, you don't want to be sat there worrying like, is this place a good place to be? But I think that's maybe because they're good streamers rather than small streamers, so maybe. But I don't know. I guess it depends what your goals are, because if you are trying to make streaming your job, your goals will be very different to someone like me who is trying to become the best cosplayer in the entire world. Our goals are probably not quite the same, but and it probably does make a bit of a difference to how you approach situations like that. There is definitely something about raiding up to larger streamers that can help, but at the same time, like, I think, okay, I think there's also something to be said, like, if you raid someone one time and they like, that's the first time you've talked to them and you meet them and that's it, like, you just chat with them that one time and then you go off into your own worlds again, like, yeah, they're probably not going to give you such a thorough shout out. For instance, I've raided streamers that are bigger than me, and I've gone in, and they're people that I've chatted to a lot, right? They're people that I've talked to a lot, and, you know, maybe we've talked about Boobtober, maybe we've talked about other events and stuff like that, and when I go in, they have something to say about me. So I go in and I get raided, I raid them, a bigger streamer, and they'll be like, oh, it's Jelly! Oh, did you guys know that Jelly is running Boobtober again this year? We took part last year, I'm interested in taking a part again this year. It's the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah, that's the person in charge. And you're much like, whereas if it was, oh, it's Jelly, she's doing makers and crafting. Let's see, what were you doing today, Jelly? Do you see how it changes? Because I'm already a member of that community. You will normally always get better shout outs and more engagement from another person's community if you're already a part of the community. It's like, actually, George is a really good example. Seeing George in chat there. George is a great example. George reached 50 followers before they ever started streaming. And how did you do that, George? Was it by any chance being a part of a community already? Because I feel like that might have helped, right? You know, I met George via other people. I love George's stream as an individual. I think George is an amazing streamer and I really love tuning into their streams. But I met George because of other people. And because they were already a big part of another community, a couple of other communities actually, that I was also a part of. And so when you hear that George is maybe considering starting streaming, like, oh, hell yeah, I want to get involved in supporting that. Yeah, I'm 30 centimeters. I'm not the tallest. I would love it. Oh, bless you, Akers. It's nice to see you as well. Thank you for popping by. And Mop, good morning. I had a roast pork and tartar sauce. Roast pork and tartar. I don't think I've ever had that combination, but I hope it was good. Oh dear. Best cosplay. One day. CEO of boobs. I'm the boob one. Also, David, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we've been talking a little about streaming. I did that too, to be fair. Yeah, I think being a part of a community already really, really helps. And if it's a genuine community, yeah. Like if it's a community that you're genuinely taking, and also that you're genuinely taking part of it, because you can kind of tell when someone's only using your community for raids. Like, sorry to burst any bubbles, but like, you know, you can tell when people only care about you for raids, and you only get invited to events that would benefit the other person. Like, you can tell, and it definitely, you know, it's not something that I'd ever make public. It's not something that I'm gonna like bash on individuals for. Like, you're fine. I know that you did it though. Oh did I once rated someone new to try and boost their viewers and stuff like that, not being terrible? Yeah, that's the worst case scenario where you find someone new and you're like, oh, we can go support some new streamer, and then it turns out they're just awful. It's like, oh no, that's a shame. That is. Oh dear, yeah, that is, I think, like, the worst case scenario, probably. Luckily, most people are pretty chill, but, like, yeah, you will every now and again find someone who is a nightmare. But not too many, thankfully. I had 90-something followers when I first started my first stream and I got affiliated in 5 days. Yeah, there you go, see? Being in the community helps a lot. I missed the first bit of what you said. I said, George, you're a good example of someone who had an initial boost in streaming because you were already a positive part of other people's communities. We're talking about, like, growing as a streamer and ways that you can do it. And I think a really important one is just being a positive part, not necessarily always being a moderator, but, like, being a positive part of other people's communities is probably one of the best ways of having people want to come and support you, because they already think you're a cool person, like before. Dear, Sonny is pretty pog. Sonny is pretty pog. You're 130? No, I'm just 30. Just take off the 1. I'm just 30. Busted. Damn it, me too. Every time I lurk Sleeves' stream when they're doing their blanket making and their crocheting or all of their hexagons and all that, I'm lurking because I know. I'm there for clout. That's what I'm doing. People who raid unknown streams are much more brave than I. Sometimes we do. I'll be honest, most of the time though, I go around looking for raid targets when I'm not live myself, so that I can just, like, browse a little bit. Yeah. I found you through Dem, and it was always lovely to come and see you. And I found you through Doodle, and I found Dem through Andy, who are also communities I liked being in. Just checked, apparently I have 2 followers. One of them seems to be a 24/7 channel that shows classic cartoons. Oh, nice. They're vandals. It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. I joined a stream and support them, and they ask me to stream because they see my art. So it's bullied into it, but in a good way. I like that. Bullied into it. I wasn't gonna stream, but then they forced my hand, and here we are. And now I'm a streamer. I'm not going to use white, by the way, because white is kind of a pain. I'm going to use a very light blue for the cloak, and then, like, pinky purples, I think. Oh, I really don't like the face, though. There's a part of me that's like, if I just did big circle eyes, would I like it more? I'll show it to you close up. Do you see what I mean? Like, I really don't like the eyes, and it's difficult to fix it with thread because it's so small. It might be worth just doing. Yeah, they look angry. Yeah, I don't want them to look angry. Okay, everyone, brace yourselves. We're unpicking. We're doing a little sneaky on the back. Nobody panic. Everyone, stay calm. There we go. Are you all staying calm? I can't see you, so I'm going to assume that you're doing really well, and everyone's staying really nice and calm, and definitely no one is panicking. What are you? No! Calm! Yeah, you thought when you 49 followers. Exact. No, come. I think she's cute. I think she's cute, but I don't think she's giving off the emotion that I want her to be displaying, which is kind of like a bit more cheeky, but a bit more innocent as well. Like, she's young. She's not. She looks maybe a little too angry, and I think also a little too old because she's only like 16. What an old character. So yes. No panic, become slightly uncalm. No. Recalm yourself. It's fine. It's just a little bit of unpicking. It never hurts anyone. Everyone loves it when you unpick your designs. Okay, did I unpick enough of it? Okay, her face is gonna come out now. Don't worry about this. It's fine. Not a problem. And then I'll use some tweezers to pick out all the thread. Oh god. Ah! There it goes. Big chunk of face. There we go. Yeah, during the chroma core, people ask, is there like an undo button? This is probably the closest we have to an undo button with embroidery. Where are my tweezers? There they are. Come on then. No panicking! Oh, do you need a dog? You do not. No! No cover. None of that. I should remain calm. No! I think I preferred the panic. Okay. Pick all of it out. Carefully. Carefully does it. I say, shredding the work. Carefully shredding the work. There you go. And I mean, it's better. Oh, that's a good piece of thread coming out right there. There we go. And then this bit of the eye. I think what I might do, I'll doodle this on first a little bit, but I'm thinking I might just do two very round eyes and just have her a bit more cartoonish. Or I could do closed eyes. That would also be an option. Okay, let's unpick that to the other side. Oh god, where is the other side? Is it this? No, it's this, isn't it? Oh, there you go. We'll smooth some glue over it at the end, and no one will even know, okay? No one's gonna know. Because we'll put glue on it. And when you put glue on it, no one knows. Okay. Oh dear. Embroidery voodoo doll, yeah. I don't normally do big sections of unpicking, and I kind of just normally live with my mistakes, but like the eyes are really kind of bothering me for a while. And I think if I'd kept working on it, I would have just kept looking at them like, it's not my favorite. And I could keep working on them looking at that, but I want to have a nice day today. So instead of just staring at it being like, I will do this. And I think this is better. There you go. So make sure that's on that side. There's one in here that needs to come through, I think. Yep. And then, okay, so this, which one is this? Is this one? Okay, is that the bottom jaw? Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to unstitch the bottom jaw. Don't mind this. Oh god, where is the, okay. Where is that stitch? Oh god, what order did I do this in? Why did I do it like this? Okay, it should be right there. But I'm trying to get that bit out. What? Joe! Oh my god! Ooh! Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Cyprus. That's very heckin' kind. Sorry, are you trying to get my attention because I'm just like peering at my work? I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Song we're mixing today. Oh no, not that. Not that. Oh, that. No. Delete it. Delete it. Oh dear. Oh my god. Jelly, what's the soundtrack you're listening to? It's the Animal Crossing OST. No bit unsettled. No unsettled. Just glue some googly eyes. Exactly. Easy. I could just do that. I forgot. That's not the playlist. That's not the playlist. Oh dear. Now I have Fallow Power Unlimited Gel. You also have access to all 3 little ghosts now. I made like a few because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. So I was like, well, I'll make a few. And I decided that the ones that I'm going to use are the breast cancer Boobtober, the regular Boobtober, and the rainbow Boobtober. And I think that's a pretty good mix. There is also a little blue one and a little plain pink one, but I'm okay. And there's also a trans one as well if anyone's talking about more dysphoric issues to do with breast cancer and getting tested and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I have different options for different people, but I think because what I'm going to be focusing more is just the standard, I figured I'd take the standards and deserve it all. Thank you for the ghost tail. Hell yeah. He needed a little tail. That's important. Someone needed to give him that. I'm glad that somebody did. Okay, get out of there. None of that in there. The fact that the tweezers are actually doing... Maybe I need to get new tweezers. I have had these ones. I've used these on my sewing machines a fair amount. I wonder if maybe they've gotten a little oily. But maybe I need to get some new ones because like my fingers are actually doing a better job than my tweezers, and it shouldn't be that way around, I swear. Okay, oh my god! What that noise? What are you guys doing over there? What are you guys doing over there? Oh, thank you! Thank you for giving Cyprus. It's very heckin' kind of you. Speaking of songs, yeah! We like to party. 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 The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you'd like to party, come on and move your body. Thank you for the party. Sorry, I apologize for looking down so much. It's just because I'm just concentrating, honestly, of like trying to pick out the right bits. I'm nearly done. Like, I'm very, very close to being done at this point. The first eye is done. The second eye is just being a little difficult, to be honest. Being a little difficult. Also, thank you for the X smash. Why does this always happen? There's so much noise. Ah, this scared the absolute heck out of me. I'm sorry. We like Chapati, yeah. Listen, the horn is a horn always picked? No. We've actually got all of our Booptober emotes just a couple of days early because I got excited because we were talking about emotes yesterday in the Discord, and so I added them all. Basically, in October, we always have pink emotes. The reason is just to spread, like, for all the people that are spreading breast cancer awareness over October, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we make all of our emotes pink, just for, like, some extra support stuff. Normally, they'd all be shades of blue because that's a little bit more in line with, like, my channel aesthetics, but like, yeah, specifically during Booptober, they always change color and they go to pink, and obviously we have to do some variations because this is now our third year, we have different emotes often, but yeah, that's something that we've always done, and I really like it. It's something that I very much enjoy doing. Okay, I think we've got it to a state where I can actually work with it now. Oh, that bit's still a bit funky. I don't know where that's from though, is the thing. Is it this? It's one of these, but I do not know which one it is, and since it's not telling me... Oh, there you go, gotcha. Okay. Right. Do I have a Pred stick anywhere? I do have some glues. I might... 2 seconds, everyone. I'm gonna just spread some glue on the back. Do I have a glue? Yeah. Okay, it's just a fabric glue. I'm just gonna spread some glue around the back of the face a little bit. I'll just use my finger, honestly. Do I have like a piece of paper I could use or something? I was waving around, and yes. Oh dear. Yeah, it makes so much sense. It's a defender of Booba. Yeah! So basically for 1 month of the year, instead of doing like spooky emotes, we just do pink emotes. Oh, are you dried up? Oh, no. You've got some in there. There you go. Good. CEO of boobs. Yeah, I am... Hello, yes, I talk about boobs a lot on Twitch. I thought you said breadstick. I do like breadstick. I don't have any breadsticks. I have some Jacob's crackers, which are pretty good. Kind of a good replacement for breadstick. Oh, don't stick the paper to it. There we go. And this will dry pretty quickly. And it'll just mean that all those ones that we've cut will just stay there, so I don't have to worry about it. Breadstick. Breaststick? Maybe breaststick. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't want to say yay or nay. I'm not going to yay your breast... I'm not going to nay your breaststick. Oh dear, I just realised this Booptober banner missing. It is missing today. Good on you. There you go. We're back. I forgot. Yeah, that's my bad. There it is. I also too heard breadstick. Breasticular. All right, I need to work out what I'm doing with his face now. So we're not doing the original. Oh, that's still a little bit. It's a little annoying. Can I get it on the other side? Sorry, there's a bit that I missed, and I've just noticed that I've missed it. What if I do that? There we go, that's better. Alright, so what I'm thinking is instead... Is this still tacky? Nearly dry. It does dry really quick. I'm thinking just to do some really big, like... donk, and... donk. And none of the rest of it. So they just got big old eyes. Will she look like a bit demonic? Maybe she'll look demonic. Would we mind if Garnet looked just a little bit demonic? Would anyone be against that? Is anyone against demonic Garnet? Anyone who is against demonic Garnet, raise your hand. Oh, today is boobed. Oh, so it is. Yeah. I'm suddenly missing... Oh, I'm suddenly leaving fast food leaflets. My mum says she's tempted to... Oh my god, big brain. I don't know about him. There's big brain gobbit. Raise his hand, yeah. You're against demonic Garnet? Honestly, fair and sane. The Boobtober, yeah! Sorry, I haven't really shouted it out a huge amount, have I, since I started going live today. Boobtober is an event that starts in October. It is basically, because Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October, boobs in October, Boobtober. This is our 3rd year running it. It's an event that is very heckin' close to my heart. I started the event 3 years ago, meaning to just do a charity stream by myself, and we ended up having like 25 people take part with me. It was incredibly sweet and incredibly wholesome, and now we run it as an event for anyone who wants to join and raise some money for breast cancer, and also some awareness for breast cancer. We have people who take part and focus on all different areas of breast cancer, like male breast cancer, like getting treated, like what having cancer itself is like. We honestly cover a lot of different areas, and because every single year we've had more and more participants, we've been able to cover even more areas every single year. It is open to all streamers of all sizes. It can be your first ever stream, it can be your 1 millionth stream. Anything is good, because when it comes to breast cancer and spreading awareness, the more people that know the signs and feel comfortable taking themselves to the doctor, the better. So we really just want anyone. We want anyone and everyone. If you're a man, we want you. You can come and talk about men's mental health and men's breast cancer. Because right now, as far as the statistics go, if you're a man who gets breast cancer, you are more likely to die. Because men don't go to the doctors, men don't like to, you know, talk about stuff going on, and are more likely to put off getting anything done. And also a lot of men just don't realize that they can get breast cancer, so they're not looking out for it. So hey, you could be the person in your community that saved someone's life. Ah, dear. Boobs are close to your heart, naturally. Yeah, they're really close. Every year they get further and further away though. What's that about? Excuse me. Ah, dear. But normally I would say boobs are very close to my heart. Oh, you stared at if you need art. Oh, bless you, Cyprus. That's very heckin' kind of you. I will say we are like just a couple days away from it starting now, so we are very, very close to opening day. Time to put them back on a leash, I know, right? They need to stay close to my heart. Oh dear. 1 million streams, yeah. I want a man too. You want to talk about men? Do you want to talk about men? You want to talk about male breast cancer? You want to talk about why it's important to go to the doctors? I can take part in Boobtober. We want you. We want everyone. We want anyone who has a passion and thinks that they could talk about breast cancer to come join us. Honestly, everyone. Everyone is more than welcome. And you will be helped. We have lots of people on hand to help you. If you need any assistance setting up your charity campaign, we are prepared. We are prepared. And we would love to have you. But obviously, completely understand it is pretty last minute at this point for a lot of streamers. But if you would like to join, you're welcome to. I think a lot of you came with Comfy, right? And Comfy's taking part. I'm going to stream alongside Comfy. We also have a week-long raid train taking place between the 12th to the 18th of October, which will be hopefully to generate lots of extra like hype for Boobtober in general. So yeah, we have that as well, which is very exciting. It is a massive raid train at the moment. We are very looking forward to that. Dear. Want to talk about male breasts? Do it. We need you. We need you to come and talk about male breasts. As always, next year, oh, bless you. Well, Cyprus, maybe next year. Next year when the themes change and we need nude graphics, I'll be like, hey, Cyprus, you still interested in boobs? How you feel about boobs this year? Is it still a point of interest? Jelly, are you the one who's turned me into fried bread or whatever it's called? Yeah, for sure. I just had one more day fried up bacon fat. Yeah, I could turn you into a fried bread. I love fried bread. Fried bread's amazing. A lot of all the things to be turned into, I feel like that's got to be pretty high up there. I have a question. How do you remove a streamer from your recommended list on Twitch? You can just block the streamer, I think most of the time will do it. So if there's a streamer you don't like that's showing up on there for whatever reason, I think the best way is to just block. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know, because the only people I've ever had to block are people that that send very threatening unban requests. Love that. Although it's normally not threatening at me. 99% of the time we get a nasty unban request, it's them having a go at the mod team, and like, I'm the one who banned them, not my mod team, but for some reason they don't think that it's me. How could you not think it's me? I'm like devious. Of course it's me. If someone's banned you, 99% of the time it's me. I'm a devious lady. Oh dear. I eat too much fried bread now. I don't like it. I was like, that was stir fry, and it was so upsetting. I loved stir fry, and then I had it too much, and then it was hard to look at stir fry for a while, but like, damn, stir fry's so good. All right, does she look a bit like a demon? The verdict on Demon Garnet to everyone. I might actually make the second eye just a little bit smaller. Because it's a little, I think it's a little too samey for a side angle. Ah, dear, was a tyrannical. Yeah, but it's just me. Ban me now. No, not the unban requests. Yeah, we had one. Oh god, that was like threatening our mod team at one point, and it was like, okay, if you want to eggy fried bread, oh, eggy fried bread, share eggy fried bread, please. So she's just tyrannical. We're absolutely tyrannical. That's me with whispers. Yeah, whispers are terrifying these days. They used to be really fun, and now I'm like, I don't find them very fun anymore. Oh dear. Welcome on in, Sleepy. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about lots of things at the moment, actually. We're talking about fried bread, but we're also talking about like unban requests and stuff like that, and like weird whispers you get from people who are mad at you. Oh dear. I thought so was awesome. I was watching it. Oh my god. Honestly though, I think that's better because like, have you seen how demonic I've accidentally made her face? So like, if anything, you're just protected from demonic garnet that I've made. She looks like a demon, but like also named a teacup. Oh my god! Welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope things are going well for you. What a heckin' treat. Anytime I eat fried bread, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. That's part of the joy of eating fried bread, though. It's like it's the danger. Maybe you could have her doing a something. Oh my god, that's kind of funny. Like instead of the white robe, just doing like a black robe with like red accents. Tempting. Eggy bread. Listen, I was told not to discuss it having ketchup. Please discuss. Really? Why can't eggs and ketchup go well together? I wouldn't necessarily put ketchup with eggy bread personally, but like I could also understand why you would. I don't know. I don't feel like that's a particularly controversial one, personally. Obviously, other people clearly feel different because there's controversy, but I don't personally see it. Oh dear. Try eggs on bread. You tried the egg on burger? Egg on burger? Eggy! She looks like she'll murder you in your sleep. Yeah, I accidentally just made like demon garnet. I'm gonna have to work out how I want to do the eyes because at the small scale it is quite difficult. Mum's ordered kebab! Oh my god, lucky bean. Can she order enough for everyone? Because I would also like a kebab, please. I have dinner, but I would still like a kebab. Tico, it's been like in a minute. Aw. Thank you for the look. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Oh dear. Maybe there was just anti-ketchup gang. Yeah, maybe. Some people don't like ketchup. Some people don't like sauce, right? Have you ever met someone who doesn't like sauce? Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Listen, sauces are not for everyone. And if you don't like sauces, well, hey, more sauce for me. I'm not going to complain about having more sauce. But yeah, some people just really don't like sauces. It's an anti-ketchup. I wouldn't personally have ketchup with eggy bread. But for normal fried eggs, sure. Yeah, I think that's probably me as well. It's like, personally, I wouldn't have it with eggy bread, but I do understand the logic as someone who would eat it with a fried egg. Yeah. Well, brand, it's gotta be Heinz. He doesn't buy Heinz, it's gotta be Heinz. I think brown sauce is gross. I like brown sauce. But I also grew up eating it, and I do think with with foods, like there are some foods that like, I think if you have nostalgia about them, they do just taste better, and maybe it's because I'm nostalgic about it, you know? Oh dear. Oh god, does she... Help. I've made a very evil garnet. I think this one, if I just... Like, how can I round out the eyes so she looks less angry? Like this, maybe? Still kind of looks angry. Maybe give it a white shine. True. Yeah. Good, cool. Give it a white shine. Keep it saucy. Don't ban me. I won't ban you. My cousin doesn't like sauces. Yeah, like I met a couple people that don't like sauces. There are people who just don't like sauce. Particularly ban Happelin. No, I will not ban Happelin. Happelin can stay. Oh dear. Well, are you coming to London? Because I'm not shipping a kebab to Wales. I'm not coming to London. I'm sorry. Damn it. You're right. I'm not coming to London. Oh dear. I might pop some skin on her quickly, well, that's not a nice phrase, but you know what I mean. I don't know about the phrasing on that one, Jelly, but I might pop some like skin on her quickly and then go from there. I like brown sauce. Maybe get, yeah, white shine for cuteness. Yeah. Knew someone that would mix their gravy in a roast dinner with ketchup? That's a lot of flavor. That's a lot of flavor. Off to work. Take care, because thank you for popping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, I stay. I don't know what Tesco's ketchup is like, but they doesn't taste like Heinz, and I would like to formally state that it is not good. I always get Heinz. I'm gonna put skin on her. I'm gonna put some skin on her, because there are some spaces that are a bit dark that would normally have skin, and I think if I put skin on her, maybe, like, it will change the shape of her face a little bit, right? She still looks really angry, but like, bear with me. Maybe I can make her look less angry. Oh dear, fresh skin. Yeah, fresh skin. We're gonna put some fresh skin on her, because you know what she's lacking? She's lacking fresh skin. She's only got old skin, and that's no good. No one wants old skin. Oh dear. At least we're adding flesh and not removing it. True. Very true. Free for the creation. That sounds like a weird pickup line. I feel like you could take a lot of stuff out of context from this stream and it'd be weird pickup lines. My dad does everything in brown sauce and it's expensive. So does mine. Is that just a dad thing to do? No offense, Papa Jelly, but like you do put a lot of brown sauce on stuff. Oh dear. Dark. Denmark! Blind tone test, you won't tell the difference. Can you guys tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke? Because I can't. And everyone always tells me, Pepsi and Coke taste so different, Jelly. Why can't you tell the difference? I can't tell the difference. Whichever one's on sale, I'll take that one. I'm not really that into either of them, but like, if I'm having one, just get me whichever one's cheaper. They taste the same. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Pepsi and Coke, that's the same product. I can't tell the difference. Oh dear. No sleeves, I'm not okay. Don't bark? No, don't bark? We do not have Tesco's in Denmark, no. I think that's probably what Sonny was trying to say. I'm actively approaching death at a rapid pace, and I know what- that's what I said! I think it's just Professor Heinz has some sort of- has had an effect on Sonny. Yeah, it has. It's changed Sonny. Pepsi is sweeter, or maybe it's just your Riz. Maybe it is just the Riz. Maybe Sonny's just a bit speechless at the Riz. Not in a position to say. Maybe. Oh dear, Pepsi and Coke are made from different parts of the world too. See, they taste exactly the same to me. I literally, and like, I'm not saying it just for the memes, I promise, like, I actually cannot tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke. Like, we have done blind taste tests. The only one out of the selection that I could taste the difference was with Diet Coke. Diet Coke did taste different, but otherwise, Coke, zero added sugar, Coke, Pepsi, Pepsi Max, and Diet Pepsi, all 5 of those taste the same to me. The only one I can actively tell the difference in is Diet Coke, which does taste different to me. Everyone else tastes the same, sorry. And like, I felt like because I'm sure there is a taste difference, but when you've never been able to tell the difference, because I have never been able to tell the difference. It's not like as I've gotten older I've lost it. Like, no, I literally never have been able to tell the difference between Coke, Pepsi, and all of that. I almost feel like I'm like being gaslit that are they actually different, or is everyone just saying they're different? Because like, I cannot tell. I think Coke used to be made with cane sugar? Probably. Can't drink Pepsi, it tastes like soap? I can tell the difference, but I cannot tell you which is which. But Diet is easy. Yeah, Diet Coke. Everyone told me that one tasted quite different, and on its own, I couldn't really tell, but when it was next to the others, like, yeah. That one does taste quite different. I am there with you with that. Diet Coke does taste different. But everything else, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's full sugar or diet or both, but not really between the brands. Yeah, so maybe we're kind of the same vein there than sleeves, where it's like there's something but we can't put our finger on it. Eat because the doctor for your tongue. I will say, historically, I've probably not had the best sense of taste. My sense of taste is like a little bit lacking, I think, compared to some other people. At least in my family, they can often pick up notes of things that I just cannot. So I do think probably my sense of taste is not the best. But yeah, no, I really have never been able to tell the difference between like a regular Coke and a regular Pepsi. To me, that's the same product. I cannot. There is no difference for me. It's been like, what do you call it? It's one of those things where like everyone, there's been like in university when I've lived with other people, they're like, oh, I bet you actually can though. Should we do a test? And it's like, we can do a test. And I will drink 6 like different drinks and I'll tell you which one Diet Coke is. The rest of them, no idea. Sorry. Plop is tasty. Love a plop. I do love plop. There's a chocolate bar in Sweden called Plopper. I should have read that in the other order, but I would like to try some plop. Oh my god. Breck is the best breakfast bar? Oh, okay. What favourite Coke life? They got rid of it? I don't know that I've ever had that. Wait, what's Coke life? Please explain for someone who is ignorant and does not know. What happened to life? I forgot what Coke life what the hell is Coke life? Wait, why do you all know what this thing is? Breakfast bar jelly, that's not even close to what I want. Wait. What? I saw B. I was like, oh yeah, breakfast. Ow! Ow, my knee. You ever laugh so hard you like click your knee? Me too. It was green? Oh. Okay. You know, I have no recollection of this. Ow, my knee. What the hell did I do? I laughed too hard for my knee. I want peach flavored. Oh, okay. Okay, fair. I get a lot of flack, but I like Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper too. I think it's a bit sweet, so I can't drink a lot of it. But then I'll be honest, that's the same with me with most fizzy drinks. I do struggle to drink them en masse because I find them a little too sweet for me. But yeah, and I find Dr. Pepper to be a little too sweet as well. But I do like it. When I've had it, I like it. Ah, dear. I guess I'm not doing enough people, so they stopped doing it. Not the liquid, but the bottle was oh, okay. I was thinking to myself, like, surely I'd remember if they brought out a green Coke. Like, that feels like something I'd save to my memory. Oh dear, Shrek juice, yeah. I feel like if they released Shrek juice onto the market, I would be there trying it. But no, I don't remember it at all. Oh dear. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna, because we got to the chill vibes ones, I'll just turn the music up a bit. Oh dear, it's not the same. I'm a sweet fox, I need sweet stuff. That's fair. I think it's just like, for me, I'm more of a savoury lady and I like a good cup of tea. Don't get me wrong, there are I like a fizzy drink on occasion. I'm just not super big into it. I wonder if partially that is also why I can't tell the difference between so many of them, because I don't drink them frequently enough. When I was a kid, I actively disliked both Coke and Pepsi. I wouldn't drink it. And I didn't like the fizziness of like Fanta and Sprite very much either. So when I was a kid, I hated fizzy drinks. I just didn't like the sensation of it in your mouth. I always felt like they were hurting me. And so it was only really as an adult that I tried a lot of fizzy drinks where I'd start giving them a go a little bit. Cause yeah, I literally was like 18 before I started drinking fizzy drinks, really. I was drinking like lagers before I was having like a Pepsi. So I probably went a little backwards. And yeah, I wasn't keen on the fizz, but yeah, I'm okay with it now. Piss can be carbonated. Oh, you're right. I should, shoot, I need to end stream so I can trademark that. Had blue Pepsi and it was raspberry flavored. Ooh, nice. I think carbonated poo, I think probably could be. Yeah, put it like a soda stream. Has anyone soda streamed? Sorry, I'm gonna Google this. If anyone has soda streamed their own piss, because I'm genuinely curious. Can you soda stream piss? I knew it! I knew someone was going to do it! Yes, people have done it. Fun with pee in a soda stream. Yeah, I knew it! I knew it! Someone was gonna... Wait, what else have people been putting in there? Oh. Okay. Let me get prepared for this. Oh dear. So as I was whisking, I looked at my SodaStream machine, which sits on my counter where I do all of my racking, and had a particularly inebriated, which is a state I'm after 10 p.m. idea. I opened a bottle of the SodaStream lemon and lime mix, the hamper wheel started turning, and I was like, could I pee in there and carbonate it? What would it taste like if I sweetened it with the SodaStream syrup? My test was that there wasn't a lot of residual sugar, so I went for it. I pulled it up to 1 litre. I pulled off 1 litre to the mark of the SodaStream bottle and very carefully pushed the button. It took a little time and there was still CO2 in the pee. It got 2 buzzes and I felt that that was enough. Granted, I was looking to get a buzz myself and I spent no time in waiting. Once the foam had died down, I unscrewed the carbonating bottle and added a capful of the lemon and lime syrup. Next, I gave it a very gentle turn and opened it, and it was really bubbly, but it tasted awesome. Just for like a health and safety, don't do this. Don't do this. Do not do this. Whatever, don't do it. Oh dear. Maybe like 0.5 and not the rest of the time I just only water. Water is good, to be fair. I do like water. We already know about your alcohol problems. Shut up. I didn't like soda except Mountain Dew for a long time now. I don't really like any soda. I like Lilt still, but I'm kind of in the same boat. It's expensive and I prefer tea. Oh dear. This is part of my life. You're on too many watch lists. You cannot. No, I had to check and I knew it. They ruined their soda machine forever, and why is it like a diarrhea? And also 1 litre. Like, that was the bit that got me. I was like, there's no way they did a whole litre, and I had to reread it and they were like, yeah, no, I filled it to 1 litre, and it's like, that's a lot of pee. Anime, save yourself. It's going. Anime, welcome on in. Sorry, just as a quick warning, we've just discovered that somebody has in fact used a SodaStream to carbonate their own urine. So that's what everyone is like freaking out about. 1 litre, I missed that part. Yeah, that's the bit that caught me where I was like, I'm like, wait, what? So like, yeah, I went for it and I managed to pull it off to 1 litre. 1 litre. And that's the mark on my SodaStream bottle. So I carefully pushed the button. It took a little time and there was still a lot of CO2 in the pee. I got it to 2 buzzes and that was enough. Granted, I'm looking to get a buzz myself and I spent no time in waiting. Also, let me just, I got to the bit where they said it tasted awesome. I know I'm gonna get some flack about messing with it before it's done, but I'm cool with that. If any people are cool with experimenting, from what I read, you people are. Oh. Oh yeah, furthermore, just saying, because it's a SodaStream thing, putting anything other than water will actually void the warranty of the machine. So, piss in it at your own risk. Because you will no longer be able to... You won't be able to return. It will void the warranty if you piss in such a soda. So they did drink it and they said they loved it. They said it was like the lemon and lime syrup, but like extra tart, apparently. Don't piss in your soda stream. Don't do it. You shouldn't drink piss. It's actually quite bad for you. Like, that's why they say to only do it in like a real emergency situation. In regular day-to-day, please do not piss in your soda stream. It's not good for you to consume human waste. Don't do it. Even though this person liked it, I still would not recommend it. As a streamer who is looking out for your health and well-being, don't piss inside your soda stream. Oh! God, there's a lot! No, wait, 2 seconds. I'm gonna open a very There are 37.7 million related videos to SodaStream piss on TikTok. Let me just repeat that. There are 37.7 million related videos to SodaStream piss on TikTok. I knew someone was going to do it. I bet not all of them. There's no way all of those are actually related to piss. There's no way. But I knew someone was going to do it. So there was always going to be someone. I need to go and throw up for read, honestly. How will they get something else? How will they know something else to put through it? Well, actually, that's funnily enough, the original one. So I'm going to go back to the original person now. They actually did say, I found out you could easily turn a white into a sparkling white using this machine. It did this and... Wait, oh no, that's to do with something else. They said something about putting... Yes, if you put sparkling water in the machine, like, you would never know afterwards. About viral videos will get you killed. I mean, true. I hope this won't turn into a trend. I mean, this was posted in 2014. This post that I read is a bit older. nearly 10 years old. So, yeah, I don't think at this point it will probably become a trend. I think if it was going to, that would have already passed by now. Because it was posted in 2014. Yeah, so don't worry, you're safe. Isocia, you managed to dodge a topic just then. Welcome on in, I hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Everyone in chat's reeling a little bit. We're all good though. I'm assuming we're all good. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay after that topic? Is everyone survived? Does anyone need any extra support? Quite a heavy one. Don't piss into your soda stream. Don't do that. You know, for your health and well-being, I would highly recommend that you don't piss into it. I wasn't planning on it. Good to hear. I'm glad that we're on the same page there, that is not something that you should do. Oh dear. It's not always nice to find out you're on the same page as other people. Are we okay about the recent news? I don't think so. Is in a corner crying. Hugs for everyone. Set up a support group. We'll survive. Yeah, we're in a bit of a mess here. It's been... We've had some heavy topics this morning or afternoon, such as what happens if you piss inside a soda machine. We know now. We're aware. And apparently it tastes awesome, but like, don't do it. Please don't do it. Nobody piss inside your soda machine. Oh dear. But apparently it does taste good. Recent news, I think, surely, you're not referring to the soda stream, is it other recent news? Oh dear. They cut down the Robin Hood tree at Haiti and... What? How dare they? No! I swear. You know how long it takes to grow a goddamn tree? Oh dear. Ages! What the heck? Vandalism Manny. Ah, okay. Any Pokemon and Van Gogh? Me. I'm a Pokemon and Van Gogh fan, and I absolutely love the collaboration. It's in Amsterdam, right? It's in Amsterdam. Yeah, for anyone who's not seen it, Pokemon's doing a collaboration with Van Gogh, and it's so good. It's so good. I love Van Gogh. Yeah, it's like Pokemon, like, and you see like a Pikachu who I think is dressed as Van Gogh, and then also like is kind of in the style of it. We have Van Gogh pillars. Oh yeah, you'll love the new anime. You'll love the new Pokemon stuff. It's so cute. It's in Amsterdam. Yeah. Time to break the glass and torches and pitchforks. Yeah. Give us our tree. Do you know how long they take to grow? Really long time. Really slow. Trees grow really slowly. Oh dear. And then a little stitch in there. And then I think this bit needs to just get pulled down a little bit. I like altering where things are a little bit, so hopefully she looks a little less angry. It's a little hard, but I'm trying. That's kind of cute. You know what? She has ended up cuter. Less demonic than last time. Oh dear, let us have a fun. Oh, people are unhinged. We've been online. We've met some unhinged people. I'm constantly refreshing the online story to try and get it, but they have just seen the ridiculous museum itself and it makes me very sad. Really? There are just swarms of people that are broken in without tickets. Oh, that is a shame because the money from the collaboration, a lot of it probably helps the museum to fund new exhibits and stuff like that. So like, obviously I understand that not everyone can afford it, but you know, please understand that the money is not just, you know, a lot of it is going towards making sure that the museum can keep doing fun events like that. So if people are breaking in, the likelihood of them being able to perform an event like that is pretty small. So yeah, consider the future events. And seeing stuff like that again, I still have like, there's so many carbonated piss stories. Oh dear. And I'm reading it. I saw the painting, it looks really cool. It does, doesn't it? Oh, actually, wait, Isocia, did you see the post in Boobtober? Sorry, because I've been live, I might not have noticed. All right, Isocia, I tagged you in a post in Boobtober in the raid train scheduling. Would you mind having a little peek at it when you have a moment? Because I think so far, we just need to see what you want to do, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. It's not super urgent, but it would just save like us waiting around. Yeah. Sorry, we're getting closer to the raid train and scheduling is becoming a thing. We're actually looking at like raid targets and gaps in the train more. If you are looking to take part in the Boobtober raid train, you have until the 10th of October, but the sooner the better as far as getting you a good spot in the train. Yeah, so you have until the 10th, but the sooner the better. Ah, dear. And it also makes it a lot easier on the members of staff the sooner you get everything in. So when do we get Jelly Van Gogh? I'm actually making a Van Gogh inspired piece, but I'm not doing it on stream right now. But I am for the collector. So we'll actually get it, hopefully, Cyprus, maybe by this time next year. Weirdly, actually happens to be something that I'm working on. Also, I think this is better, right? I think we're happier with this. Yeah, I think. Definitely a little less demonic than before. It was worth going back and fixing it. Even though it was a lot of unpicking, it was worth it, I think. I still need to do, like, the eye shines. But yes, it would be fun to go there for fun. Hell yeah! They also, thank you for the highlight. Look how much tea I have. I've, like, barely drunk any of it. You never go to museums? Oh, I love museums. Visiting museums is, like, one of the big things I like to do when I'm on a holiday. I like architecture and museums. I'm sorry, it's very boring. Thank you for the party! We like to party. 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 The Vanguard bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, and interstate free disco. Tell me if it's you like to lights up burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body. There we go. That's all good. Thank you for letting us know, Isacia. It's in the time. Yeah, you're all good. I wanted to offer it to you because whoever took it will get 2 raids, so I was like, I'll offer it to all 3 of you, but since Anime said they'd be okay with doing it anyway, I was like, if Anime's happy to do it, it means that both you and Yor will both raid into Anime, and then Anime will raid into Pest, so that's fine. Yeah, it's just like, I think when it comes to like receiving raids, it's better to check with people just to make sure that, you know, no one feels like they're missing out and the options are there, even if it's not good for you. At least we gave you the option. Also, thank you for the pasta check. You know, I might hydrate again as well. I might double hydrate. Oh, Queena, good luck getting your chicken. I hope they're okay. Oh God, now have a fun vacation. Maybe I can buy a ticket. Oh my God, I hope October sounds like Anime. It's going to be amazing for you. I hope you have a fantastic October. Like, from everything I've heard from you that you're going to be doing, it sounds like it's shaping up to be pretty awesome. Oh dear, no to shrimp. No to shrimp. 0 shrimps. Out in the morning. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Again, I wanted to give you the option. I wanted to give all 3 of you the option, but I completely understand not wanting to change your times. It's like, just in case, because at the end of the day, if none of you wanted to move, I would have just taken it. But like, I do feel kind of bad as the event organizer, like nipping in and taking good spots for raids, because it's like I would rather somebody else get them. And it's meant to be time. I can't wait. Me too. Got a cosplay. Oh, bless you. Sleeves, take care. Good luck with the work. I hope that it goes well. It was lovely to see you. But yeah, no, good luck with your works and stuff. I totally get it. I get very distracted on stream as well. I mean, if they are my streams, I guess, but I still get distracted here. Dear. Also, thank you for the ghosty. Yeah, we have ghosties here. I think a few people are gonna have ghosties on their channel, which is nice. Yeah, I've been making a few because I wasn't exactly sure. And I figured I might like put them on better Twitch television or something like that. But then when you said was it you said that you wanted them? I think it was you that said you wanted them. Somebody said they wanted them. And I was like, well, if other people are having them, I kind of might as well just have them as emotes. Why not? Oh, you went for the blue one. I don't have the blue one. I only have 3. So I have the, whatchamacallit? I have this one, and this one. There. These ones. Also, whenever you pop into stream, I have a gift for you. Oh, really? What? A gift for me? You don't have to get a gift for me. I would be interested in what it is, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm still curious. You don't have to get a gift for me. Yeah, oh my God. I love it next to the foot. Oh my God. The little fox lady one. Hell yeah. Oh, dear. I also like how the different sizes I also like how they are different sizes. Oh. Yeah. Oh, did you maybe get the old one of the white? Because the old one of the white, like the original, was smaller, and then all the ones I posted afterwards should have been bigger. Because yeah, I don't know why you got a little baby one. Although to be fair, it's cute. Oh, we love a little cute baby one. Ah, dear. Of course. Oh, bless you. What the heck? What in the heck? Oh yeah, I had to rename that one. The Gasm one, I've had to call it Asm because when I put the name in as Gasm, they told me I wasn't allowed to do it. So I changed it to Asm. No one tell Twitch, it's the same emote. It's just, I just had to change the name because they don't like Gasm anymore. They only like Asm. Oh dear. Once again, putting in emotes that are gonna get me in trouble one day, but that's fine. We'll live. Until then, we'll get by. So I just gave her like a tiny little blush, although it's a bit too subtle, I think. Let's do some shadow and then we'll go back to maybe adding another blush, because I do have a more intense blush that would probably show up a little better. I might do that. I might do that. Oh, there. Change it to boob, because you're gonna have boob, yeah. We weren't allowed to call them boob ghosts, and it's like, this is part of the issue though that I have, is like, and why I think people don't go to the doctor with boob related stuff, because like boobs are such a hot topic, especially on platforms like Twitch, and I think it's pretty easy to forget that they are just a part of your anatomy. Like, okay, yeah, like they are sexy and stuff like that, and they can be really cute, cool, you can dress them up, dress them down, whatever, but like they are just kind of a piece of anatomy. And I don't know. I don't feel like boob is a bad word, personally. But Twitch definitely treats it like it is. But here we are, doing Boobtober again. What I will say, and we'll talk about this a little bit more, obviously I'm assuming a lot of people from Boobtober will likely raid into other people also doing Boobtober. I'm going to pop this in the Discord. If you are planning to raid outside of the event, just to be a little discreet potentially, because spamming boob stuff in other people's channels when they're not aware of the event might get people's guards up, you know, because again, Twitch can be a bit of a twitchy place, and if the person isn't aware of the event Boobtober, they might be a little confused as to why, you know, if there's lots of boob talk and stuff like that, what's going on with there. So yeah, just to, you know, read the room a little bit, play it discreet. I'll pop it in the Discord. I don't think that any of the streamers taking part we're going to have any issues with, and that's not really my concern, to be honest. It's just as like a heads up, if you're not in Boobtober, it might be a bit confusing to have someone come by and like spam lots of boob stuff. I think, again, I don't anticipate really having any issues, but I thought I should mention it, and I will probably mention it on the Boobtober Discord as well. Ah, dear. Need a boob. I couldn't have boob. How did you do this background? I don't know. Kind of sounds like, got him! Free the boob ghost. Yeah, free the boob ghost. It's like they want to hide that they exist completely, but then they say people if you move. Yeah, it's very confusing. Like, again, you get a lot of mixed signals on Twitch when it comes to boobs. It can be quite a touchy subject for a lot of streamers as well. So, like, and I get why, because Twitch does treat them like a bit weird sometimes. It's like the whole thing. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a boob rant here. It's like under boob is banned on Twitch. You're not allowed to show under boob, but you can show as much over boob as you want, so you can have as much cleavage as you want, but you show even an inch, or like that's actually quite a lot, but like even like a centimeter of under boob. Whoa, so your horse is there under boob? No, that's bannable. But it's like, what's the difference? It's all the same boob. I don't know, I just get a little weird. Again, I obviously do have like a bit of a background here as well, because I was a bra fitter for a long time, and like, you know, for me, it's always been very easy to distinguish between boobs as a job and boobs as like an object of interest. Like, it's always been very, very easy for me to look at boobs and be like, this is not a time for sexy boobs, and these boobs are not sexual. I've seen many, many boobs that you would not consider to be sexual, and there's a clear difference between it. And I'm sure a lot of the nuance is lost on platforms like Twitch. I don't think that it is necessarily just Twitch's fault. I think it's a societal issue, guys. And I you know what, I'm memeing a little bit, but I actually genuinely kind of do believe it's probably more a societal issue than it is a specifically Twitch issue. And like how the world treats boobs, how the world views boobs. Dear. Yeah, so it's probably not just Twitch in this particular case. I think it is just a world thing, but I would like to see boobs I would like to think as well that most people know the difference between boobs in a sexual sense and boobs as a body part and have like the brain capacity to distinguish the two. Mad, right? But I genuinely believe that most people can distinguish between sexy boob time and serious boob time, you know? But again, there's not like a lot of room for nuance for that sort of thing on websites. To an extent, I can somewhat understand why, because it is better to sometimes be safe than sorry. But I don't necessarily always feel like that's what Twitch does, because it has rules like you can have as much cleavage as you want, which doesn't really feel like that. Also, her face is becoming very cute. You like it? She's getting very cute. I do want to go a little pinker with the blush, but we're getting there. The back of the face is a mess. We don't talk about it, but it's fine. Oh dear. Not Twitch, but more the people that have those views. Yeah. I mean, the background of your embroidery. Oh, like, oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the boob case. It's Sharpie. Sharpie is the black, and then these are coloured pencils that I just like out. And it's like, yeah. So it's just Sharpie and coloured pencils. And it makes like little nice background colours. So it's not too complicated, because I don't want it to distract too much from the embroidery. But I want it to be there. Okay, we're going to try again with this and just go a slightly lighter pink, because the pink that I just used I think was not light enough. I want to see boobie. I want to see boobie. We saw nothing. We saw nothing. I draw so many booba. When you draw a lot of foxgloves, it kind of becomes part of the job. Yeah, like I actually, as an artist, that might be a really good thing. Like, you can appreciate boobs, but when you're drawing them, you're not looking at boobs in a sexual sense. You're looking at have I got the angle right? Is this how gravity would affect said boob? Does this make sense? Are they matching? Does this look right? Is this at the right angle? And like afterwards, maybe you could look at it and be like, hell yeah, they look hot. But like while you're actually working on it, I'm assuming your brain is much further focused on making things look good. Because yeah, you have to be quite careful. And again, I probably will warn people in the Boobtober channel, or like someone will probably warn them. It might not be me, it might be one of the other mods. But like, warn people a little bit about it, just being like, hey, be a little careful. Because yes, sometimes boobs can be taken out of context to make them seem sexual when you might not be speaking about them sexually at all. I need to lurk. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you for popping by, Isocia. I'm very excited to see your streams during Boobtober. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of yourself. We'll just be here slowly but surely adding to the embroidery. How will the boob float? Yeah, it's like, you know, you're not, there's I don't know, it just feels like a little different. And I think, again, sometimes those kind of like nuances get lost on Twitch, where it's like, you can't draw sexy booba. And it's like, but what if it's anatomy? What if we're just doing an anatomical drawing? I've done plenty of life drawing. The tips are always out. And like, I don't know, it's not sexual. It's just life drawing. Just life drawing things. I don't know what Twitch's policy is on life drawing though. That would be something that I'd have to actually look up, because I am a little curious on like what Twitch's policy around that sort of stuff is. Not that I'm necessarily planning to do it, because like, I'd be honest, I don't think for me, at least, live drawing on Twitch would be the best way. I need a certain level of focus and like quiet when I'm doing live drawing. Like, I'm curious about it, but probably no. Okay, I'm a lot happy with that. For like, considering this embroidery, and I had to redo it a couple times, I think we've got somewhere with the face this time. I feel like we're making good strides. I haven't good at drawing boobs, but I try my best. Yeah, I mean, I also try my best, and I'm not the best. I've seen thousands of pairs of tits, and I'm still struggle at drawing boobs sometimes. I have, like, the biggest life advantage of I literally had a job where you would measure and look at boobs all day, every single day for 5 years. I still can't draw them. I think it's on in last night, but it will do today. Ooh, good luck. I hope that it goes well. Have a lovely time. Just join. I know what's going on, but there was a funny point to join the stream. Poppy, good morning. Oh, good afternoon, I suppose now. But yeah, we've just been talking a little bit about boobs, but also I had to unpick this person's face, so it's a mixture between boobs, and I think we did the right decision in unpicking the face. They have a lot of shapes. They do have a lot of shapes. And also, boobs come in so much variety. Like, and also variety within variety. Like, say if you're, okay. We'll give you guys a scenario. You're drawing a woman. Okay, we'll start there. We'll start with woman. And then we'll say, I don't know what American sizes are, but let's say a UK size 14, which I think is like a relatively average size. So like a UK size 14, okay? So you have woman, UK size 14. What size are her boobs? Good luck. because there isn't a right answer. Size of the boobs could be anything. They could be an A cup, they could be a J cup. Variety! It's variety within variety. So it's like, it's not just learning how to draw boobs, it's also learning how to draw boobs on a ton of different body types, and a ton of different boobs on a ton of different body types. It's hard, like, especially with life drawing, because you meet so many different bodies of different ages and stuff like that. So it's like, it's a lot to learn. Great for learning, to be fair, because it really does push you, but hard. Oh dear. Also, I gave her a nose again. What do we think? I think that this is a much better than what it was before. I think she also matches better with Vivi. I do think she needs eye sparkle. I can't remember who suggested that, but I do think that's still a good idea. And we should probably do her an eye sparkle. But like, I think just from the beginning that this is so much better than the old eyes. The old eyes were just too detailed at that scale in embroidery threads. Even with me splitting the threads in half, it's like, it's just too much. They were getting really dark and they were just looking angrier, and it's like, nah, that's not the vibes. It is a vibe, but it's not the vibe that I want. I want chill. Also, for anyone who's just joining, we are making some Final Fantasy embroideries. I've done a little VV already, so my goal today is to do disc 1 garnet. It was a 14! Oh my god. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It gets confusing because obviously different sizing in all the different places. I mean, bras are the same. But yeah, like, I think about a UK size 14. If I'd assume, I'd say that'd be about the average. I could be wrong. It might change. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, I just used that one because it was a good example of like, you really can't tell what size someone's boob is. Because you really can't. Like, no way. You can't tell. I think as well with a lot of people, they assume that they could tell just by looking at you, and it's like, nah. You'd be surprised. Oh dear. Right, where do eye sparkles go? Help. Hello, artists. Where do I put the eye sparkle? Is it like at the bottom? How do you do your eyes? Actually, this is a good question, maybe. How do you guys do your eye sparkles? Because I feel like I'm always winging it, and I never know. I never know if I've got it right or if that was the right place to do the eye sparkles. I normally do 2, which is like a bigger one at the top and a small... No, bigger one at the bottom and a small one at the top. That's how I normally do them. But then at the same time, people manage to do really cool eyes. I mean, Cypress is probably a good example of someone who does this sort of thing. But like, they do unusual eye sparkles where they're like shapes that might match the character. Where do you put them? Sorry, you have like a little thread from before. Actually, I could maybe tuck it in and then just sew over the top of it, and that might be better. The longevity of the piece anyway, so maybe we'll do that. And a little dash up the top. There we go. I think this one might need to be a little bigger just to match the other side, because I accidentally did that kind of big, but I like the big one, so I might just match it on this side because I like the other one better. But like that. I mean, that's cute. I think that's cute. She doesn't look angry anymore, at least, which I think means we win. I think we've won at art today. Oh dear. There we go. And oh god, do you see all the thread just behind her face? It's so messy. It's not normally that messy, I promise. Today it's been a little bit extra messy because I had to unpick it, but normally it's not that bad. Today in particular, though. Aw, yeah, she looks happy. She looks a little bit like she's gazing off into the distance rather than looking at us, but I think that's okay. Actually, if anything, it kind of matches Vivi because they're both kind of looking in the same direction but opposite. So, you know what? Not mad about it. All right. I said that I wanted to do this blue, and that is true. I do want to do this blue. I want to change most of the whites to like bluish, purplish colors. And so her cloak is like normally like a warm cream, which I could do, but I am kind of leaning towards actually doing it in like a cold blue or maybe a pink. I could do it in a light pink. Oh, tempting. What way do I want to take it? Do I want to go into a cold blue or a light pink? The chicken has been contained. I'm glad you managed to find them. Oh dear, especially with all the storm and stuff, there might be some dangerous stuff lying around. I use oh. Sorry, I just had a thought. I might use blue highlights. Sorry. Blue highlights. Which would probably actually mean that I do need to do like a cream. Sorry, I had like a stroke of thought there. Okay, that's fine. Do I use triangles and trapezoids to make cool shapes and shadows? Hell yeah! Nice. Okay. Sorry, I might do... So, you know how like Vivi has like a dark purple? I might do a dark blue for shading on Garnet. Oh no, actually, I might do a dark... Then if I'm doing dark blue, should it be a light blue? Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Art is difficult, isn't it? Thanks for the chat. No, George, get some good C's. Thank you for popping by. I got a really good clip of George yesterday. I'm gonna share it. I'm sorry, George. It's a really good clip. I got a really good clip of George's stream yesterday. If anyone hasn't met George before, it just makes me smile. It's so funny. I'm sorry, I'm putting this in here. It's a very... You have it bookmarked? Yeah, it's just...
I did forget my name.
You did forget your name.
Oh, wait. Wait, my name is George, isn't it?
Your name is George?
Wait.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's George. Okay, actually, we're gonna go... Sorry. I'm like... trying to work out my color scheme here. My thought process is if I do a light blue, I can do a dark blue shading, which would be cute. So light blue and dark blue. But then it's gonna look like she's wearing denim and she's not. So maybe I'll just focus on the highlight. Maybe actually this might be a purple shadow again. Okay, we might have purple shadow and pink highlight then, because I was just thinking like pink would be good because the fireworks are gonna be pink. Okay. But my average is 36 double D. I'd actually challenge that though, and I'd actually say probably the actual average. The average bra size that people are wearing is probably a 36 double D, but I wouldn't be surprised if the average bra size, technically, if you got measured, was a 34F or a 34E. 34E would be the exact sister size, but most of the time we also had to go up a cup size for those fits, because the amount of people we'd have come in who thought they were a 36 double D and were actually a 34E or a 34F. So, just saying, I'm gonna assume, like, that's probably what people think they are. If you think you're a 36 double D, go get measured. That's the real message. Just because for some reason I've met so many people that have that bra size and it's not correct so often. Oh dear. Look, have a lovely sleep, George. Thank you for popping by. Oh dear, it's lovely to see. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay anyway, just because I haven't slept very much, and at some point I think I will just stop making sense, and at that point it's like, well, if people can't understand what I'm saying, maybe that's a good indication to stop. So I don't know how long we're going for today, until I become, you can't tell what I'm saying. You like this shirt? Yeah, we got a jellyfish. I got this ages ago. I've had this, it predates the tattoo for sure, but I've had this for a very, very long time. I've just really liked jellyfish. Hello, hi, my name is Jelly, and surprisingly to no one, I really like jellyfish. I'm just a really big fan, you know, I really like them. I think they're very cool. And so I have a lot of jellyfish stuff just in my house. I have jellyfish scarf, I have jellyfish leggings, I have jellyfish backpack. I used to have jellyfish socks, but they had a hole in them, so I don't have jellyfish socks anymore. They did. I have massive jellyfish back tattoo, jellyfish top. I have a lot of jellyfish themed things hanging around the house, but I've liked them for a long time. Speaking of jellyfish, did you see me flirting the other day? Oh, in Undertale? Yeah, you flirted with the jellyfish. Sorry, that took me a minute as well. Then George, I was like, I what? Like, George, you know, you forgot that you were George, but George, did you also forget that you're on the other side of the world? I can't keep an eye on you flirting. Like, I'm on the wrong side of the world for that, George. You need to find someone who's closer to home to keep an eye on you for that kind of thing. Oh, damn. I did see it Undertale, yes, with the mod small. Oh dear, it's probably a weird question. To be fair, out of context, the clip of you forgetting your own name is also quite funny. It doesn't make, like, there's more logic to it, but it doesn't show up in the clip. You know, context makes everything make more sense, but it also often makes things less funny. Oh, actually, speaking of context, George, go to sleep. You're good, go to sleep. I'll ask this question to everyone that isn't George. How do you feel about, so you know how like Twitter has like the notes underneath now? Where people will like leave extra context to tweets. How do you feel about the notes underneath posts in Twitter or X, I suppose I should say? Do you like it or do you dislike it? Because I see it a lot on like posts where like people will clarify and add more information to it, and it comes up underneath. I don't know if I like it or not. I haven't really. There are times where I'm like, I could see this being useful just to like, you know, if people wanted more information, people can attach more information to it. So like if a story is developing, I could see that being useful. But I think a lot of the time it feels like people are just using it to like dog on people's opinions. Because a lot of the time I'm seeing it on opinions. And it's like, I don't know that you can really say that an opinion is wrong per se. It's like you might not agree with it, and the general consensus might even be that people don't agree with it, but I don't think that makes it wrong. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Gonna kick that on, Jelly, but you do need sleep though. Yeah. And haven't you got some time off at the moment? You should be relaxing and getting extra sleep and eating better food and all that good stuff so that you can, when you do have to go back to work, that you're feeling properly rejuvenated and refreshed. Oh dear. Yeah, it's important. Very important. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm still kind of making an opinion on it. I will say I haven't really seen it on anything particularly serious, like any serious news or anything like that. I don't really get a whole lot of that on my Twitter, to be honest. So like maybe I'd feel different about it if there was like an actual serious thing happening and then I got it. Oh dear. I've gone out on the last 3 nights. Nice. Hell yeah. Honestly, I'm really glad to hear that you've been actually able to enjoy and relax in your time off. For those who don't know, George is a very busy person. George, go to sleep. I'm going to talk about you, so you need to leave so that you don't hear me talking about you. Okay? I'll give you like 5 seconds to get out of chat so I can talk about you. This statement is false. Yeah, it's like this statement is false on Twitter stuff. It's like, I don't know if I like it or not. Friday be the rest day, Saturday is gonna be VR! Nice! Oh my god, enjoy VR, hell yeah. One day I would like to try VR, but I don't know when. One day. Cast sleep on George. Yeah, cast sleep. Cast night. Yeah. And then, well, actually, if you cast night, would we all fall asleep? We might all fall asleep if you cast night. Maybe don't do that. Maybe just cast sleep. I don't think it'd be good if the rest of chat also fell asleep. I can't stay here when you talk about me. No, I want to talk about you behind your back, which means that you need to leave so that I can talk about you behind your back. Because if you're still here, then it's in front of your face, and that's not the same. It's not the same. Roll George up into Berea and yeet to bed. Honestly, George, you're as bad as unpredictable. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, but this other thing. No, go to bed. You need sleep. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was lovely to have you here though, George. And again, if anyone hasn't checked George out before, they're a very heckin' sweet bean. They do deserve a lot of love on Twitch. Very, very nice. They put up with my shenanigans, which I think is a pretty big test of character. They've always been very sweet. I'm the worst lurker sleeper. Yeah, it's like there are a few people in this community where they're like, I'm gonna go to bed now. It's like, really? Oh really? You think you're gonna fool me with that? You're not going to bed. I know you're not going to bed. You never go to bed. You say you're going to bed, but then you'll be back here in 10 minutes talking about whatever the current topic is, and everyone will be like, weren't you going to bed? And they were like, oh yeah, I was going to bed. Really? Oh, dear, the worst lurker. Nah, it's always lovely to have you, but yeah, no, get your sleeps. Afternoon, hope you're well. Can I ask what material you're using? Is that idle or linen? This is curtain lining. Sorry, I am not a very fancy bean, so the fabric that I'm using is curtain lining. Because I can get curtain lining a lot easier than I can get most other materials, because we don't really have a lot of haberdasheries in Wales, and like especially not a lot of haberdasheries which do regular sewing stuff. So yeah, I use curtain lining, like blackout curtain lining, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's actually quite thick. which is good for like the amount of stitches that I do into it, honestly. Yeah, it's nice. And it takes like Sharpie and pencil well, which is really good, so that when I want to do like backgrounds that have like a vibe to them, like a vibey background, I can, which is good. It doesn't bleed either, which is nice. So like when I put the Sharpie in it, you can see like there's a really nice neat line around her. No bleedy. Very, very nice. I always really like working with curtain lining. It is one of my favorite, if not my favorite fabrics, which is like a really silly one to have as your favorite, but I really like it. I use it in basically everything. Oh, dear. Sleepy time. Take care, George. Good seas. Also, I should say, Bear, good afternoon. I hope you've been having a good day so far. We've been doing some little Final Fantasy embroideries from Final Fantasy IX. So this is going to end up being a Garnet from like the very first scene, basically, disc 1 Garnet, before she takes off her cloak, because in the very first scene of Final Fantasy IX she has like the traditional white mage kind of robes, and I just think it's a really cool aesthetic, and I want to have it. Ah, dear. How did George break out of my spell? I'm a powerful mage. You are a powerful mage. George, I think George must have had Insomniac equipped. It's not your fault. You can't predict those sort of things. It happens. You are a very, very, very powerful blue mage. Ah, dear. Thanks. It's not really working. I'm going to get embroidery, and Ida was not working for me. Ida's really, really good if you're doing cross stitch. If you're looking to do cross stitch, Ida is the go-to, I would say. But yeah, because what I'm doing, I learnt this literally, I've been doing it for a while, but I only learnt what it's called a couple months ago. This is called thread painting, which is a style of embroidery where you follow kind of the lines of what you're doing and just slowly fill it in over time. So you're not doing any specific stitches, like you're not doing a like satin stitch or like you're kind of just doing a little bit of everything, and you're just making sure that the texture is correct and it's being filled in where it needs to be, and like you're adding little bits and stitches, and it's called thread painting. And I really, really like it. It is, I would say, the epitome of just like making art with thread. Like if you are looking to make art with thread painting is a really good option. You can add a lot of texture, you can add a lot of, I would say like there's a lot of creativity in it. It's really, really fun. It wouldn't work very well on a fabric like Ida, just because Ida is kind of set in stone where you want to put your needle, whereas this you kind of want to be putting it everywhere. But yeah, I think it works really well, and I'll show you a finished one. Yeah, they end up looking like this. You can see that I have technically used a satin stitch there, but like for the most part, it is just like painting with threads. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's good times. Oh dear, I'll leave that in the corner. So that floss you're using or thread? It is floss, but you can also use thread. And I normally will use, like, if I'm doing a detailed piece, a mixture of both. But for the most part, what I do is I take my floss. I'll show you in a sec. I split my floss into the individual strands, and I take a couple of the strands. So like this one, this is 3 strands. So it's, you can take your floss and you can split it up. So I split my floss, which was 6 strands, into 3, so it was half the size of the original. But if you wanted to go smaller, you can, and you can split them into basically what is effectively a normal sewing thread, you know? Yeah. And sometimes I split them more, and sometimes I split them less, depending on how thick I want it to be. It's effectively like if you were to go into Photoshop and you're picking your brush size, if you're leaving it at like 100, then yeah, you've got all 6 strands. And then like, oh, actually, I only want half the strands, which is what I'm doing. I've taken my brush size down to 50. So yeah, it's effectively like that. I'm going to have to go in a sec to quickly... Sorry, I've like had a lot of tea this morning because I was feeling sleepy, so I might need to go pee in a minute. Not bad. To be fair, it has been nearly 3 hours. Not the worst. George is elf. Sleep does not work. Oh, shoot. That could also be it. So yeah, Queena is a very powerful mage. I don't know any other reason why it wouldn't work. Is that white? I can't tell because of the shine of it. 2 secs. I don't remember if this is the same colour. I don't think that it is. It's a nice colour, but I don't think it's the colour. I should have left them to one side because now I'm getting confused. Yes, that's the same colour. I got it! Yeah, because I'd already split one of them in half to do that first bit, so it's like there's gotta be another one around here somewhere. But yeah, I think we're gonna shade in purple again this time and highlight in pink rather than highlighting in like the fiery colours of Vivi. Because the light source in this one is the fireworks. Not fire. I still have to decide where I want to do the other guys. Like, because I'll be honest, both Vivi and Garnet, I could think of my favorite scenes of them quite quickly, where I thought they, like, Garnet standing on the rooftops with all of the, like, the dark sky behind them as they fall off backwards is, like, a pretty striking scene. And Vivi is also in the first disc, but it's on the boat where all the flying airship where all the fire around them is going. I feel like is a pretty big character scene. So yeah, you're doing fireworks? I am doing the fireworks. I'm gonna have the fireworks going off behind them, and I'm gonna highlight in pinks so that it matches the colors of the fireworks. That's the plan. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the scenes where I'm like, where would I want to do the others? Because, like, for instance, Steiner, that's one I've been having some trouble with. Like, where is Steiner's signature scene? Because the only one I can think of where I'm like, that was a good one of Steiner, is where he ties the ribbon around his waist and jumps off the roof, which is exactly the same scene that I've already picked Garnet for. Because, like, yeah, Steiner doesn't really have, I don't think, so many good... I guess I have some good faces sometimes, but, like, it doesn't stand out. I guess Steiner's story is a little bit side-ish to the main story. Like, more personal development-esque, I guess. And maybe that's why, but I don't know. I don't know where I'd put Steiner. Like, what part of the story I'd put Steiner in. I'm just not sure. I'm still just deciding a lot of things. I mean, I'm doing these casually, to be fair. Like, when I want to have a nice chill day, I'll make a Final Fantasy embroidery, because I love Final Fantasy. But yeah, which bid sig they are? I don't know. I guess it doesn't just technically have to be one of the movies, does it? It could be a different part. I remember Steiner swinging the cage. Oh, true. That is actually... Okay, Steiner in the cage of Marcus. I feel like that's a piece of art I'd almost want to do separately, though, to, like, a character one, where it's just, like, it's just them in the cage, like, crump. Oh, dear. The cage swing is good. That is a very good call. I would like a piece of art like that. Of the cage swing. I would probably like to do Blank as well in the Evil Forest, because, like, the bit where you zoom back on Blank, like, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool shot. I mean, with Freya, you have the dance to protect Clara, which would be, like, kind of a cool one to do. Again, I don't know if I'd do that as the portrait, but I do think it's a cool one. I think probably actually Freya I'll probably do at the bar where you first meet her, like for Festival of the Hunt. I think I'll probably have her at the bar in a pub. A nice pub background. Amaranth? Maybe, you know, where is it? The bit where Amaranth decides to go back into the place on his own, then he gets his ass whooped. That place. Amaranth was always one of my favourite characters, though. I like Amaranth a lot. And I like Amaranth for the same reason I think Quina likes Quina. It's a fun character. Does not care about 99% of what's happening around them. Just cares about one thing, and it has nothing to do with the main story, really. Oh, dear. Aiko, I like the face when they summon Alexandria and they're like swimming from the ropes and Zidane catches Garnet and they look really happy together. That scene where Aiko's in the background like... I kind of want that. It's such a specific face, but it is a really good one where they just look really mad for like a good couple seconds in the game. Very funny. Oh my god, welcome on in. How are you doing? How is all of your October prep going? Because I know you said you had a very busy month planned. How is it all going? You got all of your art. For those who don't know, by the way, Beauty does body paint and body art and art on body. And understandably, October is probably a very busy month for someone who does a lot of stuff like that because it's all Halloween-y and stuff. We're doing just some fun little embroideries at the moment, like nothing too serious, just fun little bits and bobs. Doing good prep, it's going, there's a lot. I can't do it until I finish stream tomorrow, so it's a busy weekend, but it's going well so far. Hell yeah! Oh dear, I'm very excited to see all the characters you become. Very exciting. Oh dear. Yeah, we've been just having a chill stream today. I was up pretty late last night doing tech support, so wait, how many hours did we... I did 13 hours of tech support yesterday alone. So we're having a chill day today because like my brain is just kind of mush at this point. Like, you know when you've done so much thinking and you're like, brain? Nah, not anymore, not anymore. Brain is mushy and can't think in a straight line. And so rather than doing something really complicated or something where I need to use my brain, I figured I'd just embroider something that I really like and that I get good vibes from. And for me, that is Final Fantasy IX. I always feel cozy around Final Fantasy IX. So we're doing some of that until my brain comes back, which hopefully it will by tomorrow. So that being said, I don't think we'll actually finish this embroidery today because with the redoing the face and also like just generally getting distracted as we do on stream, I actually don't think it'll get finished today, to be honest, which means we might be finishing it tomorrow. So it might just end up being tomorrow's stream, which I'm okay with. It just means an extra cozy stream this week. Ah, dear. I was like, we're only going to be playing games this week because I have to have an intense October. Yeah, it's like brain stop, too much going on. I need something easy, something that I can just do and feel relaxed doing so. Yes. I have been playing a lot of Palia as well, to be fair, and that's been good. I think not delving into your brain is probably the most sensible decision you've ever made. Honestly, true. Like, yeah, there are just days where it's like, I just need to, like, listen, you're great. I love you, brain. Shut up. Shut up for 2 seconds. Take a break, go lie down, go eat something, stop. And I am in that kind of mood today, where last night was very intense. There was a lot, we were having a lot of issues for a lot of time. I think that's the other thing is when like things aren't fixing and you can't work out why, it's like just like, emotionally exhausting. So I am, yes, having a nice relaxing day, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. She's very cute. She's like quite chill right now because we have to add, there's like an order for like adding shadow and then adding lighting and then redoing the black lines. There's an order to it, but like, I think she's gonna look really dramatic and I'm up for it. Ah, dear. I've been reading more this week? Oh yeah, no. Okay, there is a difference here then because my brain is not up for reading anymore. I think any text, I read chat and I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job. I've misread a few people's messages, but for the most part, I think I've done a pretty good job reading today in chat, and I just don't think I'm going to do any more reading for the rest of the day. But for me, on Saturday, I'm going to be, someone's taking me to a craft fair, so I'm kind of just like, well, you know, things are a bit stressful. Well, they were stressful yesterday, but I have a craft fair to go to this weekend, and I'm very excited. I haven't been to a craft fair for a really, really long time, so yeah, that's been it for me. It's like brain is gonna be empty until I get to go see all of the crafts and have a fun time at the craft fair. And then once I've had a fun time at the craft fair, I'm sure my brain will come back. Due to Jelly starfishing, staring at the void, shoving potatoes in her mouth. It's just best not to. It's best not, you know, you don't poke that beast. You leave that be and hope that it doesn't wake up. Leave it be. Jelly buying a soda stream just so they can see what carbonated piss is like, you know? No, we leave that asleep. We don't open that. That's a compartment of the brain we don't use. And it's better for everyone that we don't use it. They're how fun. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I love going to craft fairs and like, normally they're too far away for us to visit, but because we have a car now, we can go and actually see some of them, which is nice. So yeah, we've got a craft fair, we've got a couple of other fairs we want to go to after October. I've kind of kept my October free because I'm going to be quite busy next month as well. But like, generally, yes, we got some stuff coming up that I am quite excited to go see. Yeah, I know some friends who are doing some of the stalls as well, so it'll be nice to see them at the stalls and also go there see the rest of the craft stuff. You know, it's all going to be fun stuff, and I'm very excited about all of it. Hell yeah. All right. Your friends are doing stalls? Not those kind of stalls. Stalls at a craft fair? Yes. Hello, what Final Fantasy character are you making? It'll be Garnet, but Garnet from very much Disc 1. Disc 1 Garnet from the very first scene, really, that she's in. The very beginning. We've already done a good bit. We've done Vivi. Garnet is next. And the nice thing is I kind of actually, like, if they're this way around, Vivi with the white background, Garnet with the black background, I kind of like it. They're a vibe together, considering that they're both kind of mages. Poor Queena. I don't know why Queena's fitting into it. Queena is the blue mage. We'll find a way of getting them. Maybe Queena can be up here. But yeah, it's ended up quite good. It wasn't on purpose, but that's how it's ended. And eventually they'll be going into a 4-inch hoop. So they'll be going about this size. Yeah, so a lot of like what you're seeing will actually end up being cut out of the hoop just so that the character can take front and center. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Beauty. I appreciate it. I only know about the one with Sephiroth. 7? I like Sephiroth. Have you heard the Kahoot version of what do you call it? It's FF7 Kahoot. It pops up in my recommended sometimes. Yeah, there it is. I always really like it. I don't know. It's just a vibe. Oh dear. Yeah. So it's gonna be hard for me to talk now. I need to get the rest of it on there. It just works really well because of the heavy beat. It works great with Kahoot. So yeah, she's gonna be in a hoop about this size at the end of it. And so a lot of the rest of it will be cut off, but because I am trying to make stuff in squares so that if I make prints they fit, I've kept her in generally a squarish box as well as being in the circle, so that if I decide I want to make a print out of her, I can. I haven't decided yet, but it's an option. Maybe I will be hiding on the back of... We just do like a secret embroidery back there. That'd be kind of cute. I wouldn't mind that. Need to luck? No, you're fine, pals. Take care. Good luck. Good luck. I hope your letter writing goes well. I got an ad for Facebook for a soda stream. I now know that if I ever want one, I will never buy a used one. There's people putting crazy stuff in soda streams. Oh my god. The thing is though, as soon as we mentioned it, I was like, someone's done it. There's no way no one has ever put... Sorry, there's no... I need to turn it down a little bit because I'm gonna get real distracted. There's no way someone hasn't put like human waste or like, not human waste, but like, you know, human bodily products in a soda stream. No way. Someone's done it. And it turns out quite a few people have done it. It's popular. Oh dear. Oh, actually, I was going to end stream there for the day just because it is hitting a bit later in the day than I normally like to stream. So we will be ending there, but tomorrow will be a normal time stream. I'm sorry for starting so late today because I will sleep tonight. Tonight, there's going to be sleeping. God, it's so I'm going to... Okay, I love you, Kahoot. I'm going back to this because otherwise it's just a little bit... It's just a little bit intimidating when I'm looking for someone to raid. It makes it seem like we're raiding into like a terrifying place, you know? All right, who is live that I can send you all to that's going to be live for a little bit longer because there's a couple people here that I'm like, I would love to raid into them, but I bet they're about to end. Why are you live? Oh, sure, you know what? We're raiding into Blapple. Why is Blapple live? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure it's like 2 in the morning for Blapple. But we're raiding into Blapple. They've only been going for like an hour. So I think we have time. And I don't often get to raid Blapple. Yeah, even the raid calls are pink now. So we have Booptober raid, which is basically just the pink version of the regular raid. Feel free to pick up a raid call if you want. I'm imagining tomorrow we're just going to continue with this embroidery and get it finished and put all of the highlights and all of that in it. So hopefully it'll be quite a long stream because it took us 3 hours just to basically do the outline. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be going for quite a while. Otherwise, thank you so much everyone for popping by. Big thank you for the raid earlier from Comfy when we'd literally just started. And also massive thank you for everyone following and also support Booptober in general. I do really, really appreciate all of the hype and enthusiasm around it because it makes me feel even more enthusiastic about it. And I already love Booptober. Alright, I'm gonna grab one of my own raid calls and then I'm gonna send you all over to Blapple. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Take care, everyone. What? Did I go? Did it work? Yeah!